Hello, hi guys. Welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are the False Five. This week, it's been entertaining for some, it's been disappointing for some, and most importantly, uh, we are back with amazing football content every week. Today, we are just four people. We will have the fifth one coming soon. Hopefully, if he's having the mental strength to come and debate again on live stream. Let me just call upon today's panel as well. Salman, Parth, and Aarush. Hey guys.
Yo,
Hi.
So how
yo,
has the
yo.
week been? How have you guys been?
Yeah, man. It started off nice. Like the weekend was great, and then we got the news today morning. So this has been a bit
Yeah,
of a damper. So yeah.
That's true. That is true. Aarush, what about you? You're back home.
it's been
How's the vibe?
yeah. Goa's Christmassy vibe is all around, and you can
Mm-hmm.
feel it. And Premier League's been entertaining as well. Some good results, some bad results, but entertainment throughout the nice festive season.
Right, right. Parth?
I've actually been shooting bricks. I've got my results in like 3 days, and then I have to watch Arsenal play, and then I have to hear the news of Saka tearing his hamstring. So yeah,
That's true. That's true. I
that's
mean,
that.
like, good luck with your results, by the way. And
Thank you.
yeah, let's just kick off today's stream. First thing first that happened this game week was this. I honestly couldn't believe that City got ripped apart player by player, zone by zone, man mark by man. You name it, it was absolutely funny to watch City get dismantled like that. Like, did you guys watch the match or was it just highlights for you
Yep,
guys?
and I watched the entire 90.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Like, I know people, I know Duran was the one who scored the goal, but I think Morgan Rogers was the one
Morgan
who
Rogers, yeah.
ran the show. And for the first goal, it was Tielemans. So I kept those two as the main people, obviously. Like Tielemans for that first pass to Morgan Rogers was absolutely insane. Like I think um, he was pressed by two players, and then with his pass, he made sure that 4 to 5 City players were like out
The
of
midfield and
uh,
the defense was taken out with a
with just one
single
with
pass.
just one pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. What do you guys think
It
about the
was
game?
kind of City sat up in a way
Hmm,
which actually helped Villa because you can't be racking up with four midfielders of the same type against a
hmm,
physical and a midfield that is full of runners in Villa. You just cannot do that, and that is what City's been doing consistently over the last 10 games, and they've paid the price in every game they've played. I
right,
mean,
right.
this is the opposite of how we set up. Who was it against? It was against Bournemouth, I feel. It was
Okay. Hmm,
Merino, Partey, and Rice, the midfield
hmm,
three. That
hmm,
True.
midfield three and the midfield four that City has right now, they are pretty similar
hmm,
because
hmm.
they have got no balance at all, and they're just asking to be ripped apart. That is exactly what happened. It's been happening with City for over 12 games now, and it happened with us for that single game.
Right, right, right. Oh, what did you? Oh, what about the rest of the panel? Salman and Arish. Did you guys get to watch the game or was it just highlights for you guys?
I didn't watch the game, but I heard a lot of people saying Morgan Rogers destroyed City.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if you remember the game we played against them, he destroyed us also. We were
Yep.
Raya saved us in that match, and then he couldn't. They were not clinical in that match Villa
Mm-hmm.
against us, but he was
Mm-hmm.
so good in just taking the ball from the base of midfield to the box. He's a really good player, and I think it's not long since some big clubs might be interested in him because, but it depends. But I think he's kind of a player that maybe a system will stifle him. Like he needs a more open role. Like if like he might
He'd
get
thrive at some
yeah
place like Liverpool. He'd
yeah
do
yeah
wonders for them.
exactly.
I'm not even lying.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because if he
Yeah.
comes, I think if he plays in a system like City or us, it's more
Mhm.
like every player has a set role, and then there's no way
Exactly
to.
this. Yep.
So, but yeah, I think to be honest, the funny thing is I kind of expected the result. There was like I wasn't sure. I was like 90% sure City will not win. I thought it'll at least be a draw or a
Mhm.
loss. and it's like
Mm-hmm.
funny to see that in 10 games how can a season flip for a team. And also I think it's really poor on Guardiola. I think I was reading a tweet where so many of the current players in the Premier League who are playing at a really high level used to be in City's academy.
Yeah,
There was no
yeah.
planning, there was no like
Mm,
squad building in a sense from Pep, in the sense,
mm,
and or I think it's a bit hint of arrogance. Like he thought that
mm,
he doesn't really need these guys to like excel, but he probably did recognize their talent, or he thought that I can still make it work with those group of players,
mm.
which is a bit mediocre right now, to be honest. City's team. So
True,
like there
true.
are some players who are mediocre.
I
Yeah,
think they lost the fear factor that City were, right? And
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
they look very lost on confidence also, and I don't know if it's
Yep.
anything related to the 120, 30, 40, 50, 60 charges that they have against them, but
uh,
it looks very, very nervy, in to be honest, because you
mm,
don't see the same character that Pep Guardiola would instill in his teammates, and you don't see
mm,
the same hunger that would be there when they trail a game, or maybe even when the game's on a 0-0. You don't see that hunger through which they attack games, and
mm.
it's really concerning because the results, like one win in 12 games, is really diabolical because
So,
you're seeing the teams like Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest get past them on the table, and City still look clueless for almost like 2 months now. And this is not only in Europe, this is in the Premier League as well. So yeah.
yeah,
And what
and
is even more, yeah, yeah, go on, Salman.
and it's you can't even pin it on one player. Like I think like when we were having a period when we lost Saliba like 2 seasons ago,
mm,
Liverpool lost Van Dijk in between 1 or 2 seasons ago.
mm,
These teams didn't drop to that level, even though they are very crucial players. But
mm,
losing one defensive midfielder, and it's not like you have players who can, and you have a system which can suit a non-defensive midfielder kind of system, but still they're
Mhm.
struggling so much. I think it's a bit of there's like adaptability issues, or maybe I feel that there is just a need of squad refreshing for City. That's all.
The thing is, City would have never anticipated an ACL for Rodri. So the thing is, they've lost him for an entire season, and they had his mean who could play second fiddle in Gundogan and Kovacic, and Gundogan was supposed to be the third choice, and Kovacic should have played instead of Rodri. And what happens to Kovacic? He also gets injured. So, I
mm.
mean, we can blame Guardiola, but I wouldn't necessarily shift the blame on Guardiola. I wouldn't do that because he can only do so much as a manager because the midfield
Yeah,
profiles that City has,
Mm,
there's no way they can play any other kind of football and they'd
mm,
reap results. That would not happen.
And
mm,
I
also
mean,
mm.
for the fact that most of the players are also under firing because you see Haaland, the amount of XG he's getting and he's missing chances, the finishes
Yeah,
that he's pulling off. And also for the fact that Foden, because he just got his first goal of the season, which came in the 90 plus 6 minute, like just
yeah,
last game. And that's
yeah.
very,
I honestly
yeah,
didn't think Foden started the game because I watched the entire game until he took the shots
invisible,
in the
right?
second half. That's when I thought he came on, right? But then when I saw the highlights, apparently he started. I didn't know that. It was absolutely. It was funny. It was genuinely funny how
I mean, it
Foden's
is it is the
downfall is.
squad building, it is
Mm,
the squad
yeah.
building and the main players falling off at the same time, and it isn't even a fall off that you'd say, okay, there's just a blip in form. They've
mm,
completely fallen off, and that
mm,
doesn't usually happen. I mean, all the core that City has, they basically as good as being they're nothing. I mean,
mm,
if if it was on Guardiola, he would have sold them if he could in the winter itself, man. Not even lying.
No, that I think that was my next point. That it just we know that Guardiola is going to stay for the next 2 seasons. I think if this continues this season, it's gonna be scary what he might do in the next summer because he will do a full clear out and he'll bring players he likes, and we already seen the
Do
names
they
he's been
stick
linked
till
with.
next season?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Players are scared to sign for City at this moment because they're not sure about the
No,
situation with
but
that 150.
we'll get the result by the next summer. No, it's going to
Oh,
come
yeah,
in.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
what. I mean, at least for this winter, he won't be able to
no,
sign
not the
players.
winter. Winter,
Mm,
it's unrealistic. No big club operates like that. Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, I honestly think the favor it will be in favor of City, the result. So yeah, I don't think anything will happen. So yeah,
And no player would realistically, give up on the opportunity to play for Guardiola.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
it's never happening. If Guardiola comes calling for you, you
Mm.
just obey his orders and say, "Yeah, I'm playing." It's as simple
exactly.
as that. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Well, that was Manchester City. The other side of Manchester, uh, Manchester United got thrashed by Spurs 4-3, and then at home at Old Trafford got smashed by Bournemouth 3-0. It's not just
Uh,
been this year, but even last year, the same case.
no,
Yeah,
I've
back to
I've
back.
got a question.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
I've got a genuine question. Why has
Go
Eric Ten
ahead.
Hag not gotten sacked till now? I mean, aren't the results too bad to call for a sacking? I mean, should be
United,
gone.
United. Hmm. It's like United never had a manager bounce or anything. It's genuinely funny.
I mean,
What do
no,
you, did
no
you,
matter how hard Amorim tries to get these players to play football, it's
mm,
it's actually in the muscle memory to play a certain way, and that is
mm,
what has happened in both the games, the 4-3 and the 3-0.
true, true. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched. Did you guys watch the game? I know Parth
I
watched.
watched
I watched. Arush, yeah, go Arush. What did
I
you think about
watched
the game?
I watched the Tottenham game, the
Yeah,
one
even I
versus
watched
Tottenham,
Tottenham
and they
game.
got battered in
Mm-hmm,
that. It was a good
mm-hmm,
watch, entertaining. Quite
mm-hmm,
it was quite evenly balanced, and they
Yeah,
came out
that's
with
what
some
I
good.
felt when I watched the Spurs game. I felt the scoreline was not really indicative of how the game went. Because
mm,
I think, especially the first goal was like it doesn't happen much. Like the keeper just palms it straight to the striker,
mm, mm,
and even the fourth goal, I think it's a foul. I think it's soft, but it's a foul on Bande. Like a player
oh,
is literally holding his hand.
That's
But
too
mm-hmm,
powerful. That's too soft.
yeah, I know it's soft, but okay, you can argue. I mean, there was an argument there. So
Yeah,
between the 3-1 and 3-2, those
mm,
30 minutes, Spurs didn't do
mm,
anything in that
mm-hmm,
game. Like it was all United. I feel the Bournemouth result was shocking because I felt okay 4-3 against Spurs, it can happen. Spurs play
mm,
expansive football, it's a cup game. But I thought at Bournemouth at home, yes, Bournemouth is flying, but they had a good chance to really reduce the gap to fourth. Like they had a huge chance, and they were not. But then they were just flat. Like it's the
mm,
same pattern for United. They start solidly, they have a good foundation, and then a opponent scores somehow, like maybe
mm,
through a corner or a set piece, and then there's just they literally forget the tactics. They just go back to default setting, as Pat said. They just go
Yeah,
to ETH
mm,
tactics. I guess
mm,
and
in
this
the
is
end,
like,
it's the main thing about football. Like how much ever tactics you do, the personal is crap. You can't do anything. Yeah,
mm,
it's
mm,
like, and I think it's going to be growing pains for United for a long, at least 1 or 2 seasons,
mm, mm.
till they see the real Amorim tactics. Yeah,
I mean,
and the
uh,
thing
yeah,
is,
yeah, go ahead.
I've even said this earlier that United plays the Amorim way of football for the first 45 minutes. In this, if
Mm,
yeah,
if everything is going to plan, if they get a goal, it's all right. But if
mm.
they are behind or they are level, the second half, you'd see United playing how they
Dismantling.
used to. Yep,
Mm,
that is exactly what happens. Even if you look back at the Bournemouth game, it was Bruno Fernandes playing those Hollywood passes again
mm,
and shooting
mm,
from distance for
yeah.
no reason at all.
I think
No
Bournemouth scored
reason
the
at all.
third goal from Bruno trying to curve a pass from midfield. I don't
yeah,
understand what
yeah,
he's thinking over there.
yeah,
You
yeah,
you
that's
can't
true.
be doing that, man.
Mm,
Bruno
mm, mm,
Fernandes is a. I'm not even lying. Bruno Fernandes is a liability for Manchester United for
And
the
he
way
plays
they
those
want to
passes
play out.
in the most risky positions. Like when he was playing that pass, there was only two defenders behind him, and then he
mm, mm,
misplaces the pass, and then there's a 3-on-3 situation. Yeah,
mm, mm. And finally, you see, even United fans saying that we need to sell Bruno Fernandes. I know
Yep.
for sure that me, or like someone, like I think people like us have been saying for a while that Bruno Fernandes is good. But for United, if they
no,
want to keep the ball, for them to to maintain the ball, Bruno Fernandes is not the player.
no,
And
there used
to
to be
sell
this
him,
used to be a big criticism when Ozil was at Arsenal.
mm,
Bruno Fernandes is a kind of a player who, if you are put him in a really good team, He's going to
mm,
make that team very, very good. But if
mm,
you want him to carry a bad team to good form, he's not going to
mm,
be that player. Like he's because he's a kind of player. Like if you see some of his passes he makes, they're really
mm,
intelligent, but there's
mm,
no good players over there to kind of read those runs and to make those runs. It used to
mm,
happen with Arsenal also when Ozil was there. Ozil used to
mm,
play passes, and then you have Giroud, who's either too slow or he doesn't have the pace to read some of those passes, or we have
mm.
Theo Walcott playing striker. So I think Bruno Fernandes is a he should be the final piece of a really good team rather than being a building block. That's I think a
Mm,
big
mm,
issue
Like,
for him.
see,
Yeah.
like Bruno Fernandes would do well in some place like Tottenham. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
He'd play well in that team.
Yeah.
Where you
oh,
have the freedom and you know that the players can operate through it, it
Exactly.
works for
Yep,
Bruno Fernandes.
so you think Bruno in Madison's position is better than Madison at Tottenham?
Yeah. 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 Sure.
To be
hundred
honest,
and one
Madison at
percent.
United can actually back Bruno.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
They,
and
if
it
they
should be the other
if
way
they
around.
swap, it will be
If
good.
Bruno's playing at Spurs and Madison's playing at United,
Because
mm,
Madison is quite
yep,
technically sound and he can
mm,
Mm.
actually function in the smaller spaces and actually
mm,
in the wider spaces as well. Finding those passes with consistency, Madison can
mm.
do that. He's
Right,
done it
Yeah.
right.
for
and
Leicester.
even Bruno's defensive work is underrated. Like, see, with Bruno Fernandes, the thing is, no. With Bruno Fernandes, the thing is, if he's playing as a centre mid, he is
Mm,
overburdened with the defensive responsibilities and he makes
mm,
mistakes. But when he's
mm.
playing, uh, I mean, when he's playing in
Higher up.
advanced positions and
Mm.
he's being made to do the defensive work, he'll look very good because it
Yeah.
comes
Mm,
naturally to him.
mm,
True.
That is what Spurs lacks because there's literally no one who even tries to go and cut down the spaces that are in Spurs' midfield. No one tries.
right,
They just give up.
right, right,
And
But
right.
to
Bruno
be
won't
honest,
do that.
you can't only downplay
Mm,
Fernandes in this because the whole of United hasn't been
Yes, that's
taken
what
ever
I'm
since
saying.
Amorim has come.
mm,
Hmm.
mm, mm, mm. And then we have one more chat saying.
I think he's
Ainsley
a
from Ainsley. Bruno is so overrated, man. I told Aarush there's too many mistakes he does. Doesn't feel natural at all. That's true. That's true.
yeah.
I
That's
kind of
what I'm
find
saying.
him overrated as well. Yeah, yeah. Yes, hello.
Bruno
That's what I'm
Fernandes
saying.
is an
Good.
output generating machine, but that doesn't mean he's good.
Yeah. That's what I'm
That
Mm,
saying.
is what the thing is.
That's what it used to happen with Ozil at Arsenal. Like when he used to be at Real Madrid, he's surrounded by so many good players. He can play that Hollywood pass if he gets away with it. He has
mm,
Ramos and Pepe trying to kind of show him at the back.
Yep.
But then
mm,
when you have Maguire and Licha, Butcher at the back, nothing's gonna happen. But I think one more point I want to make finally on United. I think at least they're going in a good direction. I can see that Amorim is making some hard decisions like Rashford.
mm,
He's he's saying you're
Garnacho
out,
as well.
you're out. I don't.
mm,
And Garnacho, you're out, you're out. Like if you are not going to come to the standards, you're not in the team, which I like. Like I think
mm,
that's something which lacked. He
Something
did.
which Arteta did himself as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. So
mm.
I think that is if he continues with that, I think he can
Mm.
at least make a good squad eventually. Yeah,
It'll take
I
him time. It
yeah,
would
yeah.
take him easily
mm.
like 3, 4 years. This isn't a quick fix.
I
Yeah,
mean, at
sure.
least with the kind
It's
of
only
board.
about United sticking by
Mm,
him at this point.
mm,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
that is very true. They need to be patient with him because at least for
Because
45
like
minutes they're able to do the right thing. The other
there's
45
there's
minutes, no.
even the catastrophic results that United's been having, no one's calling out Amarim. It's
Mm,
always the players. So the
yes.
system isn't bad. The players executing that system are just not good,
Yeah,
or
Mm,
rather, not that well equipped to play in that system. I mean,
mm.
they're just not good footballers. Let's just put it that
And also another thing that, like Salman said, he's taking those hard decisions. On Twitter, I said that why I kind of hate Amarim or Ten Hag is because he finally dropped Rashford. Many managers have come to United, but they don't drop Rashford. Why? Because Rashford is a PR
way. It's
guy
the
for
face of
i-
United.
is a
yeah.
face of
I
United. So
remember many managers came to United.
mm,
The first thing they said is we are behind Rashford. Like that was
yeah,
literally the
exactly.
first thing they said in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I honestly didn't think that was the right thing. I think Ten Hag could have also done that, but he just stuck by uh,
wrong.
he just stuck by dropping Ronaldo, and he felt that was it, and that was all. And
Hmm.
to have Ahmad on your bench and still play Anthony has always been criminal. I never understood how that happened and why he kept doing it. But yeah, that is United, and those are their shenanigans. But going to their rivals, Liverpool, to have hope on Spurs to do something for the entire footballing nation, it's absolutely crap. And like Ainsley said here, Spurs is just delete club status. It is true. It is true. I honestly can't believe this happened. That too at Tottenham's home. I thought at least it would be a closer game, but yeah, they just had to get dismantled 6-3. We let McAllister score a header. McAllister scoring a header.
Man, I I genuinely haven't seen a worse goalkeeper than Fraser Foster.
Hmm,
My man looks depleted even before he's made a save. I mean, it's like he's already processed that I am going to concede, and this just he reacts in that way only. I mean,
hmm.
he has accepted his fate of conceding, and he just plays to that fate. I'm not even lying. That is how he goal keeps.
Same,
He
same.
gives me vibes of when Ramsdale has to compete with Raya when he has those 2-3 games.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
something
God.
similar to that
Oh
because he
yeah.
get it gets to his nerves. So you
Hmm,
can see
hmm,
Yeah,
him fumble before
No,
a chance
he
even
yeah,
hmm,
comes.
goalkeeping is a pure confidence position. Yeah, it's
hmm,
like if
hmm.
you're out of confidence, and even the best keepers in the world will look shaky.
The game against United came into the game because of him. He made two
Yeah.
blunders by himself, and that's all. And United was like, "Oh, it's a good performance.
No,
We come back to win that."
no,
Yeah.
When I look at Spurs, they are literally. If someone is doing a thesis on football philosophy, they are the number one club you should be choosing because especially under Ange, it's the biggest philosophical debate in football. It's always been done. Like, is
Mm,
entertaining more important or is winning more important? It's like
mm,
it's a
mm,
huge debate, and Spurs keep hopping that line every week.
no. But the
And
thing is, this isn't even
y-
entertaining football.
yeah,
This is
exactly.
just cool boys playing football for the sake of playing. This is not entertainment.
That's what I'm
mm,
saying.
mm,
That's what I'm saying. This is your opinion on that, and that is our opinion. Even I don't agree that this is entertaining. I agree. Because I believe defense is also a part of football. Being solid is a part of football. But there's a lot
mm,
of people who will find Spurs really entertaining. To be honest, I think it's a big debate in football. And if you watch Spurs, like when they attack, you're like, wow, how can they attack this well? Just
mm,
do the defensive duty sometimes. Like, just have the brains to just defend, and you probably walk out with 90% of the games winning the match. But they just abandon defense for
mm,
for the sake
At
of
this
being
at this
expansive.
point, at this point, Spurs is self-imploding. I mean,
Yeah, I
with the
agree
way
with
they've
that.
been playing, this is not taking them anywhere.
mm,
And
I
Ange is just being stupid now. I mean, you can't
Yeah,
play attacking football with Archie Gray, Radu Dragoshin, Pedro Porro, Jet Spence, and Fraser Foster. I mean, please give me a break.
mm,
What even was that defense yesterday, man? And that too,
that's what
they're
I
playing like
feel.
that against Liverpool.
It's like they defend to
What
give
even?
tap-ins to the opposition team.
I feel
mm,
Ange has kind of fallen into his own persona. Like, Ange has fallen into the trap that I'm an attacking manager, so I'm only going to play attacking. I don't care what the world says. He
mm,
doesn't. He's basically too stubborn to accept the fact that he can play. He should play defensive football now because he doesn't have his A defense. He doesn't have his best defense. He doesn't have Vanderwen, and he doesn't have
mm,
Romero.
mm,
If these two are there, I can still understand. Okay, let the attackers attack, and then maybe these two can shore it up at the back. But Archie
mm,
Gray and Dragusin cannot play that football. It's like basic managerial tactics. Like, if you don't have the personnel, defend.
mm.
It's like, yeah, I don't
Yep.
understand.
And
And
the
And
football,
is
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
you go, Raga.
yeah, and is that sort of a guy who says my way or the highway, basically.
Exactly.
There's just no what we say out of position shape, nothing, just pure vibes, just attack and just yeah, whatever happens
Mhm,
happens.
Like sometimes it's fine not having control in a game when you can attack teams, but
mm,
you're letting yourself attack, but there's no defense as well. So there's no balance in anything as sort of getting a win out of a game. It just vibes
mm,
like
he
Raga said.
he won't win anything. I
Yeah,
don't think so. Especially at a
Tottenham
club
won't
like
win
Spurs,
anything, bro. It's
like
not about
that's a
Ange at
match
this
made in
point.
heaven.
Hmm. I mean, even after the game against United, he came out and said, "Are you guys not entertained?" So I guess he's just in his own aura. He's just in his
That's
own
what I'm saying.
state.
He's stuck
Delusion
in his
of the
own
highest
bubble.
order.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. And speaking of things that were good this weekend, was this finally Chelsea dropping points. Finally, like I
I'll
do not
just
know
say
how.
one thing.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Cole Palmer against mid to low blocks, scary. And I said this in the last stream.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch this game. I just watched the highlights. It was dreadful. It was boring, but it was good for Arsenal because finally, if things happening, City dropped points. Not drop. City lost. Chelsea dropped points. The only thing that we needed was from our North London brothers to do something. Well, they just bent over for Liverpool. That's a different case. But
But Spurs won the previous game 4-3, so it was meant to be a loss for them against Liverpool. It's just
hmm
maths.
hmm did anyone in this panel have the brain cells to watch the Chelsea game, or they were
No,
like, no one?
can't watch Chelsea.
Allergic to it.
Mm-hmm. Damien. Hey, Damien. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're subscribed. I know that we've been following each other on Twitter, but yeah, welcome to the stream. Chelsea fans were saying Palmer was shit on Twitter. That's true. People have been saying that Palmer needs to stop this corners gimmick as well, which was kind of surprising because they were the ones who were complaining.
52 corners without a goal or an assist. Just
Yeah,
Very
that's
true,
saying,
true.
bro.
just saying,
Mm-hmm.
just saying. But
Parth,
others taking
Parth
corners
number
and
one Palmer
scoring
hater.
goals and getting assists isn't allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raja, you were saying?
Parth number one Palmer hater.
Uh,
I'm not even a hater. I just speak facts. Cole Palmer
mm,
is not someone who thrives when the opponents are just sitting back.
mm,
He'll play good football when he's afforded space.
true.
Yeah.
He's not
That is true.
someone who can
Mm.
he's not someone who can create. I
Out
mean,
of the blue.
let's put it this way. I've made this comparison. Bruno
Mm,
Fernandes and Cole Palmer are cut out from the same cloth.
Mm.
Palmer's better, Palmer's
mm,
better, but yeah, they're similar.
mm, I mean, it's
Yeah.
actually decent
I mean,
comparison to be fair. Yeah, go ahead, Aarush.
from the past week at least, Chelsea fans also are able to understand for the fact that Sean Dyche's teams aren't the easiest to break down as well because you
Oh,
see the
yeah.
blocks that they play and the fun that they made against us, their
Mm,
chances weren't half of what we created. So
true.
again, on another day,
Mm-hmm.
Odegaard's three chances against Everton in the first half could have sealed the deal, but it didn't. So it's
Ah.
all about that. It's all
Yeah,
about the
we
small
actually had
margins you
decent
can have.
chances against. Yeah, we actually had decent chances against Everton.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
feel good.
what do you think about Everton like playing the new style of football? Not exactly like low block or just or parking the bus, but playing even attacking football when needed. Like, what do you think about the entire thing? I felt it was completely out of the blue,
I
especially when they
think
played
it's
against
out of
United. It was
necessity. Otherwise, Daesh knows that he's out of his job anyways.
Yep.
So
mm,
You watched the game. You watched the Everton United game, and you'd be surprised watching Everton play.
exactly,
That
exactly.
that is that is not Sean Dyche ball.
Mm-hmm.
It is because of how United plays that Everton could play that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also about the fact that always in games versus Everton, it's about who scores first also, and it's
yeah,
about who doesn't score as well
Yep.
about. Because
Mm,
once you open them up, the game is completely open. You
yeah,
know that they're going to
true.
push to get a goal or something, and they'll keep making up mistakes because we saw what Branthwaite was doing the other day against United as
oh
well.
yeah, true.
So games where you can score first, confidence boosts up, and chances also boosts up against Everton.
Especially away at Everton, you cannot concede first. If you concede at
And
Everton, you're gone. Yeah.
And also,
Mm-hmm.
the lucky part about getting like us dropping points, Chelsea dropping points, is the fact that Liverpool also have a game in hand, which can
Mm,
come in a very tricky part of the season for them,
Yep.
where
Mm,
they'll be
yeah.
full of fixtures. So
mm.
it is a game to look out for, to be honest.
That too, a
Did
And
derby
you
which
know,
might be the final one at Goodison. So
Yeah,
I think
at
yeah,
that's going to
Goodison.
be
and
Goodison
the
was
interesting.
thing
fine.
is, the thing is, to have Everton's number, you have to sort of take them out from their shell. and
Hmm.
that would only happen if you create chaos, and that is what Liverpool excels at, and that is the only reason I'd say Liverpool has a better chance of beating
Hmm.
someone like an Everton than a
mm,
Chelsea or an Arsenal or a City, because
Yeah.
mm,
if you let them do what they want to do, you're done for.
mm,
Exactly.
And that is exactly what we did not do against Palace.
mm,
Hmm.
Sellers Park away is a very, very, very tricky fixture.
Yeah.
And the way
mm,
Palace, shapes up and the way they
mm,
defend, it is not
mm,
easy to score five past them. There was a
mm,
reason that happened.
mm.
We'll get to it in the next segment, but yeah.
Yeah. Raja, do you want to say anything, or shall we just pivot to the next one?
I haven't really watched the game, so I have nothing to add. But it was coming for Chelsea, so we are good.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Well, the point that really disappointed all of us, in spite of having an inspiring week, was this. Bukayo Saka is out for 4 to 6 weeks. Some say 10 games, some say till the end of March. Do the math, be the doctor, be an astrophysicist. Let us know what you think, because honestly, this is very, very damning news. Yeah, some people are immune to the bad news that Arsenal have been putting out recently, like let's just say with the kind of injuries that we've had all this while, when Saliba was injured, when Gabriel was injured, when Ben White was injured, we were still playing and we were still being good. But what happened was that we built on the defense. Like we've been uh, recruiting in the defense, but in the attacking form, we didn't do that for almost 3, 4. When was the last time we bought an attacker? I think Trossard was the last attacker that we bought.
Yeah.
One more
Yeah.
news. Today,
Mm.
Arteta said even Sterling is out.
Yeah,
Oh yes. Yes.
for
Yeah.
quite a few weeks.
He is also
So,
out for quite a
So
few.
Quite a few
Trossard
weeks.
and Martinelli remain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's more than 2 weeks easily, bro. And we have only Trossard and Martinelli as the only attacking players,
with Jesus,
apart
and we
from
never know
Jesus. Yeah.
when Jesus will like fizzle out. We have no idea when that
I mean,
At
good
least
thing.
not till the new year because
he
it's
has
his
to
Mhm.
time to
sign us.
shine.
He
So
has to sign a winger in winter now.
We have to.
It doesn't make any sense if he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, no,
I
no.
know.
It
I,
was Arteta saying that except for any unforeseen circumstances or an injury, I don't think we'll be moving in Jan. Bro, Saka is out for 3 months. Please,
uh,
please.
easily saying, "Damn, Bukayo out. You'll need a sharp night." Ah, yeah, well, signed for
Ferran
15 million.
Torres.
Who?
No, no, never.
Yeah.
Oh, he
who does he
meant
mean?
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The shark meaning
He
for
means
he does.
Ferran
He does
Torres.
listen. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
We already
I
have
Signed.
one
just
shark
knew it.
who does this.
He was texting me the other day that you all really need to scout for this player called Ferran Torres. I was like, not that guy again, bro.
Raja, I know you have strong opinions. We've been seeing that all over Twitter. Do you
Alright.
have something to share with us right now?
With about Saka's injury, like this is the worst possible injury any player can get because hamstrings they have the highest probability to get re-injured again and again.
Mm,
Mm,
See, like let's see for example like Dembele, the guy
mm,
has these hamstring issues like way too much.
mm,
Once you get these injuries, they keep reoccurring. Like the cycle is just too bad. I
mm,
really hope Saka can recover, but like I don't know, man. Kind of kind of sad about this, and we
mm,
really need to get our act together and sign the players we need, and
mm.
just go for the players we've been tracking for a while. Uh, yeah, we have
Do, do,
to do
do you
this now.
honestly think in the winter
We
we're going to sign some winger?
we have to sign. There are there's no ifs and buts about this.
yeah.
Mm,
If we slack
There's
about
a
it, like
reason
it's another season,
mm.
there's
Yeah,
a
yeah, but
reason I
another
think
season
that
left.
won't happen.
because
I think Arteta still thinks that we've got enough cover for Bukayo with the way he's
see,
been going on about our attackers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's
Getting
like
cover for
Martinelli
Bukayo
can
is
play
getting
there,
lesser in the other
Havertz
positions.
can play there, Jesus can play there, and
Thomas
Vaneri
Partey.
can play there.
He just has to be
Part-
fair to his
Thomas
players, no? He
Partey.
can't go and
Partey, bro, when I saw that video, I couldn't believe it. He actually said,
I
yeah, give me
mean,
the right wing.
in a way, I can get behind Arteta on saying that okay, if Saka's unavailable, it isn't all
Mm,
doom and gloom. We can still
mm,
make it work, but it will just have it will have to be perfect for it to work over the course of what, like 1.5,
mm,
2 months over the period
No,
Saka's out.
basically, if he's saying that okay, we'll not sign a winger, then Martinelli has to literally play every game from now
mm.
till February or March, suppose. I mean,
True.
and then he should also not get injured. And Mino, he also
Mm,
gets his niggles and all time to time. Then
mm,
I'd
I've
say,
got
yeah.
I've got a feeling that Ethan Vaneri will have a big part to play. I think he plays right wing. I think he'll be the one playing the right wing.
mm. So you think Ethan Vanity will be put into the deep end like all of a sudden? Like I know we've
Arteta
been
He
even
has
spoke
expecting
to.
about him
I
being a
mean,
striker. Yeah.
that's
yep.
that
And
is
he
true.
he actually played as a striker against Palace. Yep.
Did he come on
He
against
took
Yeah,
up
Frank?
he took up
kind of.
those possessions.
Second
Yeah.
striker.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I
mm,
remember now.
mm. Yeah. Well, coming to
But
that game.
I don't see him being the option at right window.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, he's a left-footed guy, so maybe that is why we've been thinking, oh, why not him as a left
Maximum,
wing,
if he plays
right wing?
right wing, he'll give some output
But
like
but the
Bernardo Silva if he plays in the right for City.
Mm,
Maximum.
so if you're talking about Copium, I'll just say one thing.
mm,
In Odegaard's absence, it was Kai Havertz who was taking up those possessions. Like it was
mm,
higher up on the right wing. Then
mm,
Martinelli's
mm,
been tried out at right wing for quite a few
mm,
times. I mean,
mm,
and that has been a deliberate move, and he's been decent. And Vaneri sort of could play. I mean, Vaneri is the Fabio Vieira replacement or whatever you can say, and
mm.
Fabio Vieira used to play right wing when Saka was rested. So I
Right.
think it is a
That's true.
possibility. Yeah, it is a
Mm,
possibility, but yeah, it'll have to be perfect
I still
for
see
it to
three
work.
options a minimum in front of Vaneri to be tested out because
mm.
if Vaneri wasn't tested out in the absence of Odegaard, I don't think so he's going to be tested out in the absence of Saka. The only reason
Okay,
I
yeah.
can see him being played is the
Mm,
Sterling injury. But Sterling to be back in a few weeks, he could be the right wing option. But the thing
mm,
is, in the absence of Saka, we have two players taking on that position and we go
mm,
short on the left wing.
mm.
So
That's
Yep,
what I
we
was
That's
really
true.
saying.
do
have to
need
be
to get a
Trossard.
reinforcement
Mm,
inside. So
mm.
yeah.
Like if Martinelli's
For
played on the
me,
right side, yeah, go ahead, Raja.
yeah, yeah. I think Jesus can do the job on the right wing. Like if he had that
Mm,
desperate to cover because he played a lot at Man City on the left wing.
mm,
I think we'll be fine as long as he stays fit. But if he
mm,
gets injured, then like we have to play Martinelli there and then Trossard on the other end. So we can
mm,
manage till the January window, and we have to sign someone on the left. On the left side, I prefer we should sign an upgrade on left wing because right wing,
mm,
like once Saka will be back, and then like we can
mm,
manage that side. But like left wing
mm,
is like critical point for us right now.
Yeah, that's what I was
mm.
seeing. Where is Bilbao in the table? But they're fourth, which is pretty good. So I don't think they'll be selling anyone from in their left wing
They've still been
positions.
underwhelming though.
We have a chat here from Damien. The only issue with Jesus at right wing, which should happen, is that Havertz is left alone to play all the centre forward minutes.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
Bilbao,
Unless
This is what
Arteta
my
manages
concern
to
is.
play Trossard at CF, which I don't see.
Bilbao is just 2 points behind Barca right now in the table.
Barca is
Hmm.
He
worse.
has a release clause, no issues on that because
Hmm.
they'll have no choice but to say. But it's about
Him,
coercing Nico
yeah.
Williams into move with Arsenal.
Exactly.
So
I
that's
don't
the
think
main thing.
he'll
Hmm.
move.
I also don't think
He'll
he
move
wants
in
to come to
January.
Arsenal.
Yeah, another
If
chat. Someone is going to be overused. Think for that reason we will see Veneri entering right wing rotation. Yeah.
Because if I'm
Hmm.
being honest, I do not want to see Kai Havertz at center forward. I mean, he
Hmm.
works at center forward, but
Hmm.
there are some games which are quite a few where
Hmm.
Jesus up top and Havertz Essien would work better,
True. True.
which has happened. And I think at least, yeah, it is Aarush and I who have held this opinion of Jesus being the center forward,
Hmm.
Martinelli being the left wing, and Havertz going as the LCM, basically a
Hmm.
second striker. And that has done wonders for us. And for that to work, it will have to be Jesus up top because we lack somebody like a Jesus. There's no
Right.
profile in our squad that remotely resembles Jesus.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
also not a surprising factor that the biggest win of this season has come with Kai Havertz playing at LCM. And
LCM.
some of the biggest results that came at the back end of last season also came with Havertz playing as an LCM with a center forward ahead of him. So the idea
Mm-hmm.
of
Yep.
what Arteta wanted to do since he signed Havertz is coming into existence because of Jesus' form. Hopefully he
Mm.
continues it, but Saka's injury is quite dampening to what Arteta would
And
actually
another
think of
reason
doing
I
there.
feel we will not sign anyone is I think we don't have a sporting director right now. Edu is right there, but there's no
Mm.
like there's a temporary guy who they're saying that he might become the permanent guy, but I don't think
Mm.
the club is ready to sign any big players with a temporary sporting director. So I don't, I highly doubt we'll sign someone big.
Mm.
Maybe if Arteta really needs someone a loan or something, but I don't see it happening, to be honest. I agree that
But,
maybe Vaneri
mm.
will enter the right wing rotation.
Speaking of loans, who do you think is a realistic option?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Aarush.
see anyone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Parth, Raja, Aarush, any loan options you
Uh,
think would be
so
possible?
I've been hearing PSG are looking to
Kolomoani.
get rid of
Mm.
Barcola and upgrade him with like other
Huh?
players.
What?
Yeah,
Barcola.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, get
Yeah,
rid of
Barcola.
Barcola.
Why
yeah, because
Barcola?
he's having beef with the management there.
Damn.
Get him in. Get
Yeah,
him in.
exactly.
He's not going to be cheap though.
So
It's not realistic.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not realistic, but that's one option we can watch out for because Rashford is like dream signing for PSG
Mm.
management.
PSG.
So maybe
PSG.
that route maybe it can work out, but we shall
Is
Mm.
see what
Koman still
happens.
on the loan market?
Oh,
Or
but
is
bro, no, come
Is he
on,
in the
man, no
hospital?
way.
Please leave.
no? I mean, I'm just looking at options. I'm not saying we should sign him, but yeah, is he
Uh-huh.
still?
No, we have to sign someone who can be a potential starter for us. I think
Mm.
Semenyo fits the bill for me personally.
Hmm.
I've
Yeah, he's a
been
good player.
shilling him in the group right now. Yeah.
Uh-huh. No, no,
See,
but here's the
exactly,
thing.
exactly why.
I'm,
Yeah, yeah.
that's the question.
Continue, continue.
Who is a realistic loan option? I'm not talking about permanent signing. I'm talking loan option. Because in the
Loan
winter
There
options
are
are
signing,
very
no loans,
less.
bro. Just sign
There are no
someone.
very less
Uh,
loan options currently.
Don't be
The
many loan
only
options. Yeah.
options that we can get is the tier two, tier three players that look
Either
as
you need to do something
Semenyo,
like we did
Embuemo,
Trossard.
Lookman.
Yeah. How we
uh,
signed Trossard a few seasons ago. We just signed someone of that
See,
level.
exactly why I was saying like we look at those tier two, tier three players like Lookman, Embuemo, Semenyo, and we
mm,
try and sign
bro,
them. We sell our
Lukman is not
options that
tier
we
two,
have.
bro.
Yeah, Lookman is pretty high now.
To me, he is
They're
too.
literally top of the table. He ain't leaving.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
what the
Mm,
narrative says according to that, that's my
mm,
opinion. But
Uh,
mm,
he is someone who is doable considering his age, considering his
mm,
contract that expires in next season.
mm,
So that is one option we can get, apart from the factor that they're competing for the title. And
mm,
then we go on to get a marquee left wing center forward,
oh
whatever
wait,
signing we need.
mm.
wait. Lukman didn't sign a new deal. I heard like he
No,
signed a new deal.
And he
No,
didn't
and
sign a
like
new deal.
2026,
bro, go for him,
2026
bro.
his
Mm.
Like
contract runs.
no brainer.
2026. Exactly.
But
Yeah, no
here's
brainer.
the
Go
thing.
for him.
I know Atlanta are kind of club that will try to make sure that they can capitalize on the moment. I mean, capitalize on the situation where they can make money of Lookman. But you think Atlanta will be okay to loan him out?
Not
Loans
loan.
are not going to
No,
happen.
No,
why
They
not
have
loan?
to
loan.
sign
Buy
him.
Loans are
him.
6 months
not
left
going
on
to happen.
contract. I don't
The
think he
Yeah.
will.
only loan option I see is happening is Rashford, to be honest,
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, bro.
Yep.
which I don't want,
Yep.
obviously. That's the only loan option I
But
see.
yeah, if you're like a loan option and still
I
be
can,
a top tier
I can.
player, then it probably be Rashford.
Arteta
Okay.
But
out.
I don't
Arteta
see a
out.
loan option because Sterling is already here, bro. We aren't utilizing him.
Yeah.
He's
Mm-hmm.
played here for 6 months. We haven't utilized him. What is the option of getting loan option?
I like Mbeumo or Semiano. Both are good players.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, Brentford and Bournemouth are doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
But
won't be
We,
see,
let go of.
Bournemouth will be forced to get Semenyo out before his value degrades. So
mm,
Semenyo
Yeah.
is one player who can be sold out because they have quite a few talents who are doing good this season, and Semenyo is that guy who can be out for a transfer.
realistically,
No, so
Semenyo could be
look,
there
look, look.
available like for 40 or 50 million, no?
50 max, 50,
50,
60, 50
50
max.
million.
yeah.
For 60, apparently you can get Lookman, right? For like
Yeah.
probably 70 million or something, you can get Nico Williams.
From
Um,
70 onwards, it's the marquee signing, bro.
No,
Which
Yeah, you
are
Nico
can't
Williams has
really
a
have
release clause,
anything now.
50 million.
Yeah, Nico Williams 50 million release clause.
Dr.
Oh,
Gunner's
Jao.
Close. What is bro saying? What is bro saying?
No,
Duck
but
and
Oh,
hold on, hold on,
we,
hold
we,
on.
can,
You
we
know,
cannot even sign
there's
Mudrik, bro. He's banned.
there's like hear me out on this one.
oh no.
I catch a lot of strays, but Matheus Cunha, Matheus Cunha.
Not
Wolves is
bad.
like
But
18th,
he's
19th
a
in the
striker.
table.
Hmm.
Yeah, he
he'll be
is the
expensive
closest
though.
profile. Similar.
He'll be
No,
expensive though.
no.
Yep, he will.
But what if
He's
Wolves? Wolves, I don't know what are they
He's the closest thing I
to
to
Gabriel
see
Jesus.
Jesus.
to
Yeah,
Gabriel Jesus, and that is why I want him. I
Wolves
mean,
in.
I don't want him, but if we are to get someone
Hmm.
who's realistic, I think he's gettable.
I can
But there
think
are no links
if
to him, no.
Edu was
Hmm.
there at Arsenal, for sure is realistic. Brazilian guy, and but
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know
Don't
now.
get me started on Edu, bro. I mean, I'm fiend.
You
This
know what?
guy,
For the sake of conversation, we'll get you started, Raja. What's up, Raja? What do you think about Edu?
Edu,
Yeah.
yeah, he should be dealt with right now.
Oh my
He,
And
he
god.
should
also for the
donate his
fact,
hamstrings to Saka.
also for the fact that
Raja
Nottingham
just put a
Forest
hit on
can get
Edu.
hold.
He just put a
Bro,
hit
where's
on Edu.
Marquinhos? Where's Marquinhos, man? Get him in.
Is he still at our club?
No, he is out of the Flamengo. Chukwueze.
Thank God.
Suku वैसे.
He's he's the Aston Villa
Interesting.
product who Chelsea had signed, right?
No, 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 no. He is that
No, this
Nigerian
guy's from
guy.
AC Milan guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
He's the
Yeah,
okay.
Nigerian guy who was
he
at
hasn't
Hmm.
Villarreal, I think, before.
he hasn't lived up to the hype at AC Milan. I feel
Yeah,
he's a
actually.
good player. He used to be
He's
really
just
good
too
at
pace conscious,
Villarreal,
bro.
but I don't think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
pace and like he can dribble, but I don't think he's our
Yeah.
quality. Like, don't even bother thinking about it,
He's
Damn,
At this
damn.
point, we
D-tier of
want.
what Nico Williams is, bro. He's D-tier of
bro. Nico
JB
Williams fan
Janovic.
club, yeah, Nico Williams all the way.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
obviously.
And
Nico.
Jonathan David.
Jonathan,
How
man.
many times
Uh,
have been linked with this guy, man? It's like
I,
insane.
Oh,
I,
Fabrizio
I
scum,
am
bro.
not going to fill Fabrizio Romano's pockets, man. I am done. No, no, no,
This
no, no.
guy,
He's
Jonathan David,
Fabrizio
has been
Romano will
linked.
make sure he gets like 10, 15 million out of that deal, bro.
And
If
we'd
he
hmm.
be
gets
paying
on it.
commission to Romano, man. I can't. No, no, no. Just for the fact that we'll have to pay Romano something, no. I'm
I
out.
think at least from 2019 onwards, I've been linked with this guy.
Yep.
Easily,
Every
easily,
season. Every
He's
season.
those
easily.
Draxler replacement.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Draxler, I
Higuain,
think
Higuain.
from
Our
15 to a from
Our
Hmm.
man,
14 to
Mr. Our.
18. At least
Hmm.
4 years in a row, we linked with Draxler.
Hmm.
And then over, I remember obviously we were linked a lot with
Oh my
Benzema.
God.
I remember one summer Benzema was like literally, supposedly, according to a rumor, already in the dressing room.
Uh-huh.
Arsenal used to have updates back then, like reports
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
Yeah.
Benzema.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Used to
Apparently
post it
Benzema
on
was
Twitter
already
and
There
there.
are a
stuff.
few players, man. There was this guy Enzonzi, and
Yeah, yeah,
then
Nzonzi.
Enzonzi, yeah.
The French guy.
Nzanzi, Benzema, and then
Hmm.
Benzema
Di
was
Maria
so.
used to get linked with us a lot.
But
Tolisso, bro.
the,
And
Tolisso.
Tolisso,
Tolisso,
Tolisso.
Mhm.
None of
and
these
also
players did
this guy,
anything
bro.
except for Benzema.
I'm forgetting his name. What's his name? Uh,
Higuain.
he was a midfielder. He used to play at Sevilla, I think. I don't know. Nzanzi is one,
Uh,
and there was also another one.
Brandt.
no,
Julian
no, no,
Brandt.
no, 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 no. Brandt was linked
No,
with us,
Julian
but
Brandt.
not him.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was too.
Hmm.
Yeah, many players. It's
Serie
so
A, who,
funny.
bro?
Sevilla,
Hmm.
Sevilla player. I think I
Oh,
remember who you're talking about, but I can't remember
Lenny
his name.
Suarez.
No, no, no.
Leach, Liechtensteiner.
Lichtsteiner, man.
Hmm.
Jeez. FR Lichtsteiner.
We just wanted
Iconic
someone from
man. That
Liechtenstein,
guy,
bro, at that point.
He's Swiss, right?
Liechtensteiner. This guy
Nah, he's from
gives
Liechtenstein, bro.
me.
Hmm. But yeah, let's come back to football. Let's come back to Arsenal.
Yeah,
These two rivals. Crystal Palace at home for the Carabao Cup, 3-2 Jesus hat trick was absolutely out of the blue. And then going back to their home and winning 5-1. What did you guys think?
Again, Jesus show.
Yeah, the 3-2 was all Jesus. Like the shots that he took outside the box, the way he plays the ball to the far end, bottom corner, that too, it was, and that one chip, yeah, it was prime Brazilian flair, but in the 5-1 game is where the Jesus that we all knew, we saw, we loved. That,
I mean,
that was the game
I
where he,
could not wrap my head around that second goal. I
hmm,
mean, the goal went in, and I was like, what? But he
yeah.
yeah,
just scored again.
hmm. Wait, for the Palace, which one? The Premier League game or the
The
World
five
Cup
and
game?
the 5-1.
Yeah, and the 5-1, yeah, even I was shocked. I thought it hit
I
the,
mean, this
it went
start to
outside.
the first game, the one 3-2, we were actually not that great. And
Hmm,
considering
Yep.
Arteta made those changes and Odegaard came in, that
hmm.
completely changed the context of the game. And
True,
Jesus
true.
was in the form of his life. So that
Hmm,
was a
hmm,
very
hmm.
good game to watch.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, the 3-2 game, yeah, 3-2 game.
3-2.
Oh, Odegaard was on fire, but the 5-1 game, it brought me to a very interesting situation. I think I even saw Aarush tweeted out. It was this one. Can I show it? Yeah,
Yeah,
this
In Diamond.
situation.
Yep.
Yeah, this is actually interesting. I know many people have been warming up to the idea of Havertz as LCM and Jesus as striker, but I think this game was a good example of it. How
you know
well
who was the striker in the first image?
mm,
Uh,
Kai.
Balogun? No,
Adi Niketya, bro.
ID.
What?
Yeah, ID. Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
This is
Adi
Forest
was
The,
the
last
CF in
year
that game.
opening day.
That's the first
yeah,
game of the season.
the
Yeah,
left
yeah,
side. The left side one is
Left side
23, 24
image.
season.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's last season.
Mm-hmm.
2-1
Yeah,
we won. Yeah.
Eddie was the striker, and the left and the right side one was what happened against Palace at home.
Hmm.
The way Havertz played this LCM role, the way I think even Parth put out a tweet like Havertz is the kind of player where technicians will go back and watch what he did in the game. The way he drifted in the wide areas, pulling the defenders with him, or dropping in and winning the balls, the second ball, winning all
Yep.
the headers, making sure that we kept ticking with the ball. That was absolutely incredible.
You
Very
know,
underrated
the
performance in my opinion.
the thing that is interesting is we've got one
Mm,
position, the LCM. We've
mm,
got three players who've played in that position, and all
mm,
three players have played in a different way.
Yeah.
mm,
Rice has played there, Merino has played there, Havertz has played there, and we look a completely different team in all the three situations.
mm,
And that is why I want our Arteta to use the horses for courses thing. Just pick out the 11 which is best suited for a
mm,
particular game,
mm.
which he has not been doing. I mean, he's
Right.
done it for Everton and then Palace, but
Mm,
before that, he has not been doing that.
mm,
And I
mm,
think this new role of the LCM shifting from the LHS to the RHS has also been working out very well in
mm,
terms of fixating those center backs and actually pushing the midfielders from one passage of play to the other side. And it
mm,
actually has played a good role in getting the CF as a channel runner and getting the goals
Yep,
mm,
that Jesus has managed to pull out. So
mm, mm,
it's very nice because Havertz having a decoy, Havertz performing as a decoy and then having someone being the target man is actually a uh, very nice watch to be honest, and which is why we've been linked to Isaac as well.
mm, mm, mm.
yep.
And also
And
the
the
way
thing is,
Odegaard dropped deep
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
go
the
on.
creative, the way Odegaard dropped deep to get the ball and carry it into midfield. Or at some moments I felt he was playing a free role position. He was there on the left, he was playing on
Yep.
the right, he was playing deep near the defense to get the ball taking. Yeah.
You see the first goal which we scored in which we took the quick free kick where Odegaard dropped to the left hand side.
Mm,
Quickly they managed
Hmm.
to play passes. They shifted the ball to Saka, then
mm,
Saka's
mm, mm.
cross in, and then we scored. So
Yep, yep.
these routines are very visible now.
Mm-hmm. And then Martinelli
And
scoring as well.
also the Havertz goal, the tap in or just being in the right position at the right time,
Mm,
that is so underrated. I
I was
mean,
going to say the same
not
thing.
not many not many midfielders would do what Havertz does on a consistent basis. I mean, the
mm,
positions he's occupied in the Palace game, it would look like we've actually played with two strikers. Looking at the
mm,
positions Havertz took, and
mm, mm.
that is crazy.
True,
Yeah.
And that
true.
goes under the radar. to generate a tackle like that is not easy.
mm, mm.
I mean, Rice and Merino will never get in those positions to score that goal.
Yeah.
True,
That is what
true.
Havertz was doing on a consistent basis in that game.
Mm. Yeah, Salu?
Havertz has this
Wait,
natural
Raj.
tendency of timing his runs. Like,
Mm,
Yep.
yeah, he has always been that when he was at Leverkusen, and then like
mm,
when he moved to Chelsea, he was misprofiled and played in a different position altogether. Even with
mm,
us, he did well as a striker, but yeah, his best position is what he's playing right now.
Behind the strike.
I think we can complement it with more pacer players up front, and we should look to sign players like that. And he has improved a lot on the defensive front as well. And
mm,
I've been
Yep.
liking the transformation of him out of position and everything.
I think
Arteta
And
is doing a good job on him.
mhm. Yeah,
only
Salu.
only only comparison of Havertz as a player is Thomas Muller when he was at Bayern.
yep.
Like when you if you see Muller and you'll see Havertz, you'll be like, what the heck are they doing in that position? You'll be
Mm,
like, nothing gonna happen there. And then the play develops, and then suddenly the ball is in their feet, and
mm,
then it's a tap in or it's an easy goal, and it's like, oh, they were just lucky the ball fell. It's not lucky. It's like
No.
it's really well thought out the way they move. That's what whenever I look at Havertz, I only see him link really well with Odegaard, Saka, because I think they are at similar IQ level of his football. In like he can like understand play really well with them. He really
Yep.
struggles when he plays with players who are a bit more basic in their footballing understanding, because I feel
mm,
then he makes runs which they are having no clue why he's making that run. But
mm,
like I noticed two or three moments in Crystal Palace game, him and Odegaard were playing 1-2s that were so intricate. Havertz
mm,
and Odegaard, it was really great to watch. It was like
mm,
watching two footballers who are at a great wavelength and are at a great, like a different IQ level to the players who are playing around them.
mm, mm,
In
But
the
yeah,
in
I
the game versus Palace, we saw Havertz not take up more defensive spaces, but rather stay higher up the
Mm-hmm.
pitch and
mm,
Yep.
mm,
attacking the game
Yep.
by winning the second
Yep.
balls. And
mm,
this was a complaint during halftime by many fans, which said that we aren't having the composure and we aren't having the number of balance that we need in midfield. Whilst this was a already planned out game that Arteta wanted to play
Exactly.
ahead,
This
with the
is this
fact
is what
that
I was
Jesus
alluding
was
to.
ahead. And
mm,
the only thing
Yep.
that was nervy in this game was the fact that Saliba and Gabriel both couldn't get their legs throughout the 90, and they both
yeah,
were, I don't know what it. This for the very first time I didn't trust Saliba with the ball because some of the
mm,
mistakes that he made. On another day, we concede, we don't score our chances, and we are
mm,
going to have a meltdown on a stream like this. But the
true.
mm,
fact that
True.
we
Yep.
had our attacking attackers do well and
Mm,
Kai Havertz playing a big role from LCM yet again, it
mm,
was something that you have to compliment.
true.
It
Yeah,
it
See,
Raj.
was
I
it was
have a different take
almost
on this.
it. All
Mm,
right.
good, Raj.
Yeah, go on, Parth.
So the thing is, it was almost as if an unbalanced 11 won us the game. Because if it is Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard playing, we do not play this way. It is as
Mm,
simple as that. And that is exactly where we struggle in these kind of games. Palace would not have attacked had they not seen any space. And
mm,
when Arsenal plays the possession-based, controlled, composed football, we do not offer space for the opposition to attack, and that is
mm,
exactly where we falter.
mm,
So this is the kind of chaos we have to create. I do not know if Arteta did this intentionally. He wanted it to be a sort of open game, but this is exactly what will work against these teams. You play this way against Everton, and you would 101% create more chances.
agreed.
Before Raja starts, I know it's 100% he's going to be slating Thomas Partey for the next 5 minutes. So yeah,
For
continue,
sure.
Raja.
Yeah, yeah, Raja. The stage yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got me. See, I have no problem playing this way. But the thing is, the way our midfield was non-existent. I don't like this. We were so lucky. Like 5-1 score looks fascinating, but in
Mm,
reality, I was nervy for most of the first half, and also like till we got a reasonable lead at 3-1. Till then, it was
mm,
nervy. I
mm,
don't think if Palace had taken their chances, we wouldn't be having that type of a scoreline, and
mm,
this type of football is not sustainable at all. I hear you playing like this against organized teams like Palace or Everton, but
mm,
Man, the midfield, the lack of connection between midfield and the defense was so evident, and the way the attacks came wave after wave, they were just bamboozled basically. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I think Gabriel and Saliba looked off.
For the
The
fact
frequency
that
was way too much compared to like what we used to do, and yeah, Thomas Partey not being able to track a single player, can't even run, can't even pass. Motherfucker, why is he there? I don't know. Yeah.
Palace actually finished the game with more shots than Arsenal, so it's quite
True.
concerning
Yeah.
because we aren't a team to give away chances like this, and they
Yeah, like
actually
But
had quite
I
few
still
big
like
think
chances.
like Rajesh said.
it was a one-off in the defense, so I wouldn't blame it
No,
on
no, no, but
any.
like
No, but the
Raj, like
midfield factor is also true.
no,
Yeah,
like Rajesh said, yeah, the 5-1 is like very nice to see, very pleasing to see. But the number of shots that Raya had to stop, that too from close range, not just like far, like not from far, but like close range saves that Raya had. I think I can count or remember it was three. One was a Saliba mistake, one was his own
yeah.
mistake, one was a header, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
Yeah, something. At least like three to four crucial saves he had.
No,
That
but
is why the score.
that's what I've been saying. Like enough last two saying that we are just too timid to sometimes open up the game. We need to open up the game to sometimes win. Like I understand being tactically solid and not opening the midfield. Yeah, those all make sense, and it is the right way to play. But as Parth said, if you want to win against the smaller teams, you have to take the chance that even if you open up the game, they won't score because they don't have the quality of players, and
Exactly.
we have the quality of players to score 4-5 past them. That is the trade-off you have to
And
do. You can't play the same
this is
solid football against every team and expect to win every match. It just won't work like that. So I
this is the
agree that
kind of structure. This is the kind of structure I would want when we are a finished article. I mean, with the attack and all. But the defense and the midfield that we've got, the 2-3 shape, we benefit from it a lot. I mean, Aarush has said this before. The fullbacks coming in, tucking in midfield with one DM, which is not Thomas Partey. So it would be Rice plus the fullbacks and Havertz and Odegaard playing.
yeah,
You would not see the transitions that we've had that we've almost conceded from. Even the first goal, it was, who was it? Ismaila Sarr. If Rice is
What,
there, that goal does not happen.
what a
What a
goal
goal!
from Ismail Assar, by the way.
yeah,
Very
that was
similar
What a
to
goal!
what
Yeah,
insane.
yeah,
Declan Rice scored also.
his quality. Yeah, yeah, he's right. Declan Rice would help us a lot in this game. Yeah,
Mm,
if we aren't conceding, like we are not having a control over the game.
mm,
I think it works well, like having Havertz up top, knocking down the balls and like winning the second balls. Yeah,
mm,
it
Arteta
works.
himself acknowledged that in the press
But
conference. That after I
we
bought
need
on
to have
Rice,
clinical
the match.
players up front because when other teams are clinical, like we'll be finished basically.
mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But this is
Talking
the
about
game
Declan
model that
Rice
would,
off the bench also.
mm.
yeah.
But
And
like our
this
And
is the
talking
midfield,
kind
about
of game
Declan Rice
model
off
that
the
would
bench.
work against lesser teams, right? You
Yeah,
mm,
yeah,
cannot be organized against teams that do not want to attack.
yeah.
So
mm,
I agree.
we have to make them attack ourselves. As simple as that.
True.
mm,
That's what I feel. I feel we are just too much into like being right, play the right way to
Yep.
just. I think sometimes you need to just lure them in and then hit them. That's what we
mm,
don't
It's
do
it's
much.
like it's like it's a double-edged sword. We are too too well coached to win games,
mm.
Yeah.
to win
Hey,
such cagey games.
here's the question. Do you think the same team, instead of Partey, you put Declan Rice there, will be good enough to play against like City or
No.
Liverpool?
No,
We
no,
can't play
Yeah,
like
but
this against
no.
it.
but there will be shifts in what the dynamics
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah.
Havertz not actually playing so high up top,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
for the fact that yeah, apart from
We
that,
can't play the
we were
same way
also
against City, but we can
yeah,
play the same
lineup
personnel
can be
against
the
City.
same.
Yeah.
Rice can
mm,
come in, less of ball carrying duties, more of controller duties, like what he
mm,
did in the second half, where he
mm.
came in, ball carrying was absolutely amazing. You couldn't actually think of him being a defensive midfielder in the game because he was actually running till the end of it and then he was crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Declan Rice, like the guy reminds me of a horse, prancing horse, but not the prancing horse of a Ferrari, but like a Mustang, more practical and just keeps on going. I mean, this guy is just something else. People have lost their heads. Calm down, guys.
Did you not see what just happened though?
Yeah, yeah, I did, but like shit happens, bro. Keep going on.
Nah, let's continue, bro. What a game.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. Declan, yeah, Declan Rice, man. We need
Crazy guy, bro. And
crazy
also
goal
the
and
fact
like that.
that Miles Lewis Kelly played yet another game and he was actually fantastic. And he just keeps getting better each game. And that's just quite crazy for a guy who's just 18 and who's just come into the team and has the physicality and work rate to actually function with. Bro, I'm trying to change the context. So, like, fix through the context.
I can't believe he did that.
Host
I
has
honestly,
left the chat. Host has left the chat.
I
There
can't
he is.
believe.
Sorry, guys. Everyone
Ah,
who's on stream. We're very sorry, bro.
oh my God.
That was
I
funny, dude.
That was
Once more, once more.
no, no,
mm,
please.
damn.
Where were we?
We were talking about Declan Rice being a Mustang, not a Ferrari. Yeah,
Mustang Ferrari. Yes.
yeah.
Why? Why? Okay. Uh, uh, somebody just continue. I just like I need one.
What's
What
what's the next segment?
No, wait,
prediction?
wait. No, no, no. I'm not having any predictions. Speaking of players who we are linked with and doing well, Isaac and Sesko. Isaac hat trick and Sesko's goal like how Raja wanted, or all these things. I mean, I don't
Against
watch
Bayern Munich, by the way.
Bayern Munich, but they got pumped 5-1. That's a different story.
Yeah, we don't talk
Ah,
about the team. We talk about the player, bro.
true, true, true. And Isaac with the hat. Did you guys get to see Isaac's hat trick?
Yeah, I saw the goals.
Mm-hmm. It,
Exactly
it
what we need.
yeah, it felt more like a poacher's goals than as a what do we say, as a winger who comes in and shoots or like how we want from the left wing and all that. It's good to see, to be fair. Very good to see.
Mm.
And
Isak's
Sesko's goal I didn't get to see.
Isak's
Yeah.
goal catalog
Mm,
is exactly what we need. You know, you can
mm,
describe any kind of a winger you want, any kind of a center forward you want, and I can bet he scored that kind of a goal.
Mm,
And Sesko's
mm,
goal was basically what you want from a poacher, where you have one chance in the game. You don't think about anything else, not taking extra touches, just smash it in the back of the net with the one
that
chance that
also,
you
I
get.
think Bayern scored immediately. The game started, and then he just scored immediately
Yeah,
after
exactly.
Bayern scored. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
I'm just sold on Isak, man. Every match day I watch him, I'm just in
Yeah,
awe. I'm just in awe.
mm.
same.
And
Isaac.
do you think he's honestly a realistic signing for like 110, 115? At least I'm expecting that much, at least in summer. I don't think he'll come in the winter window for sure because I know Newcastle need
Okay.
to capitalize and everything, but I don't think they'll sell in the this thing. What do
On
we say?
Isaac, I would like
Mm,
to add that like I used to watch him sometimes when he was at Real Sociedad. Like he was like very much like Gabriel Jesus, like a BCM king. Like he used to do all the flicks, tricks, and everything, and like just
mm,
not score goals. He had
mm,
seasons where he scored 5 goals, 6 goals as a striker. It was weird, but I'm really pleased to see how he developed at Newcastle. He become more ruthless, and he's using his pace to more effect and finishing really well. So I'm really glad to see his development. And coming to the point of price you were talking about, I mean,
mm,
no brainer, bro. Like whatever the price, just pay the guy. We have no one who can finish goals. Of course, he's at an age where it's a huge risk, but I think it's a risk worth it. We can get
mm.
5 6 years out of him, so I don't mind it. Like pay the money, get him.
Would you have him over Sesko?
Yeah.
See, Sesko is still my
The
number
only
one,
thing
but
is,
I
The
see why we would need Isaac. So I think I'll
Mm,
be fine with either. But Sesko is more long term, and Isaac is more ready.
I think
So
the
You know,
that's
question
the
with
trade off.
is that the question is if you sign Isaac, can we sign anyone else? Like because Isak, as you
Hmm.
said, will at least go 115 to 100,
Hmm.
and I think it's like that will be our basically our entire summer budget. At least more than 60% of it gone.
Hmm.
Sesko, I
Hmm.
think we can get for May 70, I guess 65, 70,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
maybe
65,
then
For the
70.
release
and
cost,
then
right?
50 for if you're saying if you want Nico Williams. So then I think that makes more sense. It can fill more holes in our squad.
Like, see,
Yeah.
there are two alternatives. Either we can go all out for somebody like an Isaac and then get in a budget left winger like someone like an Antoine Semenyo. I wouldn't mind that. Otherwise, you can go for 250 mil players in Semenyo, Isaac, sorry, Sesko, and then
Hmm.
another winger, which we can
Hmm.
do,
Hmm.
which is more
Once we sell.
realistic once we sell. Yeah, obviously, which is more
Hmm. Hmm.
realistic and which makes more sense, but I just think we are one player away from being complete, and Alexander Isak is just that.
Yeah, I
He,
agree. Isaac is amazing, but the even Sesko, I've seen some. Since Raja has been mentioning him, and then I've like gone back and seen some of his game. Like, yeah, he's really good. Like, if we can develop, I think he's a kind of player like he could transition really well in Premier League. Like,
Hmm.
I don't think he'll struggle much in the Premier League. Yeah, and
And
especially
also with
given his
the
height, physicality, I think he's like he'll fit in well with. And I think he's a player like if we surround him with good players like our team, he might just take the next step very quickly.
hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have a vision for him, but like I see how he can develop, but then again, like it's a trade-off. Like he
Hmm.
might not be like as good as Isak after joining
Hmm.
us, like at the beginning. So
Hmm.
that's the trade-off you make because he's still 21, a lot to improve. But like in his prime, like he'll be next level player. But it depends on where he goes as well. If he
Hmm.
wastes his career at a team like Leipzig, then I don't know. I have no words for him. Yeah,
Hmm.
basically.
I don't
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
so. He would, but yeah.
And
But hmm.
even with the price tag, the 110, milli that we'll have to spend on him, the thing is, us as fans do not mind that, but when it comes to the board, they'd be like, okay, so how many games is he going to give us? And looking at his
Yeah.
Hmm.
injury record,
Injury record. Hmm.
yeah. So the thing is, he played two third of the games and missed one
Hmm.
third. But are you
Hmm.
ready to trade that off for the quality he brings? And my answer would genuinely be a yes. Because even if
Hmm.
he's fit for like what 28 games out of 38, I do not
Hmm.
mind that at all. I
Yeah.
Because it's not like we've got Isak and nobody else. We've got
Hmm.
Isak, we've got Havertz, we've got Jesus, we've got Trossard or
We
Martinelli,
got Saka.
whoever.
We got Saka also, sir. Don't forget Saka. I know
Saka's
he's injured.
Saka's different. Saka is a winger. He's a winger. I'm talking about
Uh,
players who can occupy that central position.
okay.
So
Okay.
it's just about quality, man. He's oozing quality, and I don't care
Hmm.
about his injuries, man. He's just too good,
Mhm.
and he's the perfect Arsenal signing. He's the only player who is the best suited to play at Arsenal, and he's not playing at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Not even
Probably.
playing.
Also presence of Havertz makes me think Isak would be a better choice for
Better
now.
fit. Yeah.
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 100%. Yeah.
Because like we wouldn't need someone to what we say knock down the balls and stuff, like because Havertz will do the job and play Isak in behind with his pace and his finishing and his two-way threat. Like he's good. So that's why I'm okay. I'm leaning towards Isak like for the temporary needs. But yeah, of course, if you're talking about long term, Shesko is a no-brainer. But
Hmm.
I think if Isak is available, like pay the money, 120 million, 130 million, whatever. Because I'd rather have a world class player, one
Exactly.
world class player, or having like two, three, 50 million average players. So
True.
just go for it.
That
In
makes
this
Hmm.
sense.
market, it's more than worth it.
But don't you
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
a left winger is also very crucial to us? Like I don't want to just put a stopgap player over there.
I
Yeah.
think Isak would be
Sign
utilized
Semenyo.
as a.
Yeah,
Semenyo.
Signing of Isaac
Semenyo,
is
and then like
right
Isak
there.
can makeshift left wing. Yeah,
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 it's
that's
we
what
will
right
have
there with
options.
what
So
Jesus would do with Martinelli is basically what Isaac can do with
Hmm.
Martinelli.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Same
Exactly.
thing in game
No,
Yep.
because
Okay.
development.
I see Nunes also very capable of playing from the left wing and coming in
Leave
centrally.
Nunes, bro. You saw Luis Diaz performance versus Tottenham and how Slot
Uh,
uses him. He
Hmm, hmm,
actually
hmm, hmm,
functions between the two center backs and not as even as
hmm,
a winger when he's playing as a winger on paper.
hmm,
So
hmm,
it's
That's how
hmm,
something
Gordon
that
plays
Arteta
with
can actually
Isaac also from the
hmm,
left.
hmm.
Yeah.
And the
Because
way
yeah.
the funny thing is the way Liverpool fans talk about Luis Diaz, you'd never believe that he's a good player. I mean, they slander him all the time, and I have no
Hmm,
idea why.
Yeah,
hmm,
that was
hmm,
his first goal since September against the
I do
Burnley
not
goal.
care because I see
damn.
what he does on the
Yeah,
football pitch.
I just
hmm,
got him
hmm,
in my FPL, bro. Don't say that.
hmm,
no, but no, I'm saying that he has a lack of output. Like he gets in good
Yeah,
positions, but he
hmm,
doesn't finish it off.
hmm,
average
hmm,
South
hmm.
American genes.
And also this is there, right? Like, I think I wanted to talk about it even last year, but I think the way Nunes is being utilized this season by Slot, I think it has been really effective because he's like dropping deep and like putting in those balls to the wings, especially to Salah or somebody who's running on the left as well. And I was like, okay, Nunes is actually improve. His shooting is still yet to improve, but I think his overall gameplay has been improving for the team, at least in my opinion. And I think that kind of profile could be used even for us. I don't know if you guys think about it.
You
But
know,
starting of summer, ending of summer window, transfer window, we even the news came out that okay, Arsenal might sign Nunez as well. I was not opposing it because I think on the
Yeah,
left wing he can still be utilized.
I
Even
like
for
him.
Benfica,
I actually
even
like
for
him
Benfica, even for Benfica, he played on the left and then scored all his goals, right? If I'm not wrong.
because Parth said a word in the games against mid teams and low block teams is
Mm,
chaos. He
this is
doesn't.
yeah.
mm,
Newness
I
brings
mean,
chaos.
mm,
When people ask me what is the best quality of Salah and
mm,
or Nunes, like when Salah goes into the box, even if he doesn't score, he'll make their defense do something which they're not used to doing.
mm,
That's what
mm,
Nunes does, and
mm,
if he does that, it's enough for a good players to score. That's what we don't have right now. We even when you see Martinelli and Saka, they're really kind of predictable in what they do. Like there's no
mm,
one who can do something which is totally random,
mm.
and that's why Gabriel Jesus works because he's the only player who does that in our team.
True,
Like he'll just
true.
go in the box and he'll do something. It might be idiotic, it might be genius, but he'll do
Mm,
something which is not. It doesn't happen before, so
mm,
yeah,
mm.
that's why I like Nunes a lot. Yeah,
this is
Isak
the
will
reason
also,
why. Yeah,
yeah,
go on.
yeah, Isak
Isak
will
will do
also
that.
bring that chaos. Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
Yeah,
sure.
true, true. Easily.
There's a reason why Liverpool's attack is a tier above everyone else in the league because they know how to create chaos and
Mm,
they are just good attackers. I mean, they are instinctive
yeah,
attackers. And with
mm,
Salah being there, Salah just Salah has a wand, man. I'm not even lying.
yeah.
He can do anything he wants.
mm.
He's like entered the goat debate in PL at least for sure. Yeah,
I
Entered.
I do not want to be the guy who says this, but okay, Thierry Henry, Mohamed Salah.
yeah, he's there in the debate
Not
for
yet.
sure.
Not yet, but
Look at his
No, I
numbers,
know
bro,
he's
in Premier League
definitely
alone.
in that GOAT status,
I'd
Aarush. So
rather
like,
wait for him to start playing after December in every season that he functions to make those conversations. But yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
no, also the
the
fact that yeah,
level
Salah
he's
played close like
functioning at.
20 odd games more than Thierry Henry, and I get all that, but I think you can't like deny the fact like the kind of impact that Salah had on Premier League for Liverpool as well. Like nobody rated him in the first place, and I don't think even he was the first choice for Klopp, was he? He was not the first choice, right? And
he
then he
wasn't the
no,
came
no.
on,
first choice for
yeah,
Mourinho as well.
hmm. And
And
then
it
I
is
don't,
what has impressed me the most is his playmaking arc.
Yeah,
You
mm,
yeah,
you see the way he plays others in. This is
mm,
a complete footballer. This is just not somebody who cuts in on
mm,
his left, just shoots. He
mm,
yeah,
playmakes. He involves every player in that team, and that
mm,
is why he's just gone clear of so many other PL legends. I
yeah.
mean
mm,
that
I agree.
that guy is complete. I
mm,
haven't seen a better footballer in the league, and he's the best footballer in the league by a mile. Not even
mm,
lying.
mm, mm,
Yeah, I agree.
And currently, he is 100% the best in the world.
mm,
It,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
in
I agree.
If Liverpool really wins big trophies this season, he's a shoe in for Ballon d'Or for me. Like
mm.
he's the best
He
player
should
in the
have
world right now.
he should have been there many times, but yeah. Nice comment from Damien.
Salah.
The one thing that makes a difference is how much more physical the league used to be when Thierry only played. Many fouls go unpunished, which was given a huge advantage. Agreed. Completely
Makes
agreed.
sense. Uh,
Yeah, Raja, you were
it's
Salah
saying?
is
purely
like
based off
of
stats,
the
by the way.
Yeah.
So that is why
Sa-
I'm, leaning towards, including Salah in the Henry tier.
Hmm. Yeah, Raja.
Salah is like top three player in PL, easily Premier
Yeah,
League history. Like
Easily.
he's
Yeah,
top
yeah, yeah.
three basically.
yeah,
Mm,
I
Would
agree.
be hard to put it like one, two, three, and like people can fight about it. But like he's top three,
mm,
bro. Like in my time
Sure.
watching Premier League, I think he's the best. Chelsea fans have
mm.
cheeks to compare this guy to bums
No,
like
Havertz.
Hazard. Come on,
it
man.
really irritates me when they compare him to
Bro,
Hazard.
Saka has passed Hazard, bro.
Like I
Mm,
Youngsters used to pass
like
Hazard for fun, bro.
like they
mm,
say
Yeah.
These aren't the
they
cons.
say that some players cannot be compared on stats, which I agree. There are different kind of players, but when
mm,
the stats are this much in favor of one player, you cannot then ignore that just on aesthetics. You can't
mm,
be just like saying one guy just looked better on the pitch, so he's
mm,
better player. You This the sheer volume of like 330 goals and assists in 339 games is just out otherworldly. It's
mm,
like
Easily.
you
mm.
Coming from a winger, coming
exactly
from a
Yeah.
you
player
cannot
who was utilized exclusively as a winger for
Mm,
a lot of his time under Klopp.
clock.
mm,
That's what I'm
mm,
saying. It's like it's just the point where stats, how much ever they can be misleading, is just better than aesthetics. In the
mm,
end, you cannot keep saying eye test over someone who didn't
Yeah.
have half the stats of Salah.
mm.
Like two Chelsea legends, Juan Mata and Eden Hazard. If you combine their stats, it's still lesser than Salah's stats. Yeah,
Yeah.
so like
And
it
you
doesn't
know,
make
Mata
sense.
is more of a United legend.
Yeah, whatever. Like I'm saying, both those two
I
Premier
know.
League stalwarts for a long time. So like
Mm,
that's
Yeah.
what you can't be like.
we've
Then one is better
kind
than one.
of entered that stage where you watch Salah play and you're just in awe. So you're not
Yeah,
thinking about, oh no, he's actually scoring again. Shit, we might have to win
yeah,
like
I
X
agree.
Y Z amount of games. Just saying, come on, he's just too good.
It's like when we used to play Messi when at Barca and he used to score against us. We'll be
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah,
you
Messi
can't
scored.
be
You can't
bitter.
be
You
like,
can't be bitter about Salah scoring a goal.
yeah, exactly. I agree.
That is for someone watching from a rival's point of view. That
mm,
is the utmost
Highest
respect a
respect.
footballer can
Yeah,
get.
true.
mm, mm. Let's go to the second last segment of the this thing. A quick discussion about this. What do you think about the Carabao Cup ties? Arsenal versus Newcastle and Tottenham versus Liverpool. At least this is the first leg.
This is a two-leg ties, right?
Yeah, two
Yep.
Yep.
leg ties, two leg ties.
First one at Arsenal at Emirates.
Mm.
Uh, I think
It's doable, bro,
Arsenal.
We got the
considering.
tougher fixture,
Yeah,
Yeah,
easily.
we
I
got a
Yep.
tougher
agree.
picture. I honestly wanted Liverpool over Newcastle, but yeah.
I
I
wanted
wanted,
Tottenham,
I
bro.
wanted, I wanted Tottenham. Two derbies would have been fun to watch.
Mm.
Yeah.
True,
Uh,
true,
I,
true.
I think Arsenal versus Liverpool. I think final. Yeah.
Final.
Yeah. The Spurs versus Liverpool
The
is
thing
I
is,
mean, you know the
Spurs is
result.
Spurs is
There
the
there
kind
can't
of team
be.
they can take a
Mm,
result in one match, but they cannot beat over
mm,
someone over two legs for
No,
sure.
mm,
but the thing with Spurs is Spurs have got Spurs final boss in Liverpool. You
mm,
cannot outplay Liverpool in their own game. I mean
Yeah, that's
mm,
that
what I'm
is
mm.
saying.
just ridiculous.
Oh, we just got confirmation soon when the Carabao Cup games
Yeah,
will be.
7
Uh,
January first leg.
yeah, 7 January will be
78,
first
yeah.
leg, and second leg will be on 5th February. Damn.
Yeah.
It's at
And the
8 p.m.
first leg
UK
is
time.
without Fabian Schär and all, no?
Fabian
Mm-hmm.
Sharan, Guimaraes.
Gimares. Both are
Yeah,
missing.
Guimaraes.
yeah.
That's a
We
big
have to
boost.
we have to win it there only.
So
We have to
Mm,
win it at home.
the assignment for us is pretty simple. We have to win at the Emirates with a two-goal advantage or
Yeah.
something, and then
You
mm,
just
can't go at Newcastle in that pressure in a semi-final and win.
yeah,
It's difficult.
because Newcastle is going to play for their lives in those two
Exactly.
games
mm,
because they've got nothing to play for in the league and they are in no other competition. So
They haven't
they
won a
look,
trophy since 1950 or something.
yep,
Mm.
mm.
So yeah.
They
right?
still
Okay.
have Tottenham.
Second,
But,
Because
second leg at a second leg on a cold Thursday at St James's Park. That's spooky, bro.
Yeah,
S-
it's
I
a
would
really
have been
scary match.
worried about playing at St James's, that too in a
Mm,
big game
pause.
against Newcastle, if it was 2 seasons ago.
mm,
I would have
mm.
been shitting bricks. But
And there's no
right now,
Saka
I
also
Even
now.
last
So
season.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Both the matches
Okay.
no
And if
Saka.
we get a favorable result at the Emirates, I
We
think
have to win
we
at
are
Emirates.
capable
Hmm.
enough of holding Newcastle. I don't think, because the thing is, it isn't even physicality that Newcastle have. It is just pure
Hmm.
aggression,
Aggression, yeah.
Hmm.
and you can't deal with that no matter how physical your midfield is. You just
Right.
They'll,
have to go in. So hear me out. If we get a good result at Emirates,
Uh,
Jorginho, Jorginho would be my pick against Newcastle
away.
away.
To double foot Joel into
whoa.
Yeah.
ass.
Oof. Bro, he'll be schooled by Joelinton and Bruno
No,
Guimaraes and all these people, for sure.
No, when
this is a hot
I think
take.
the way he's saying is saying he wants to control the midfield in the game,
Yeah,
like
Very.
you
have to
cannot
slow.
out muscle Newcastle's midfield no matter how much you try. You
Yeah.
just can't. And they are in your face. They are not even aggressive. They're just in your face.
No,
What else will?
they just submit the opponents
Yeah.
in like St James as well, and
So
the host as
have
well.
you watched
The
Chuck the
host
India?
has disappeared, bro.
Have you guys watched Chuck the India?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it is India versus Argentina, basically.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's blood disappeared? He's back.
Uh, one second, one second, one second.
Why did he even come back?
Nah, he's back.
Guess
I
who's
think he
back?
went to lend a shirt to the shirtless fan. What
When you
happened?
have room, when you have roommates who have no culture. Oh my gosh. I swear to God. Uh, hmm. Okay. The last segment of the stream, we'll go with predictions. I couldn't take last week's predictions. That is why I have not added them in this stream to show the scorecard. But yeah, we'll stick with predicting this game be when we against team on Monday. That time we'll check who all have been
Monday or
accurate or not.
Friday?
Sorry, Friday, Friday. When we check
Yeah.
on Friday again, then we can like go at that time we'll put out the scorecard and all of that. Okay. Yeah. The first top six team. Guys in the chat as well. Do participate. Do let us know what are your predictions as well. Uh, Hi, Dr. Vivek. Welcome to the stream. Okay. The first match we have Man City versus Everton at Etihad. Salu, what's your prediction?
Uh, a 2-1 Man City. Come on,
Okay.
finally they have to win one.
City 2-1. Okay. Arush.
Oh, damn, there are game midweeks as well.
Yeah, 26th.
Oh, oh,
Uh,
oh.
Merry
The-
Christmas.
Boxing Day
Who's
special.
playing?
Mhm. Boxing this match, huh?
Whose game?
Man City was Everton.
I think a 2-1 to Man City or a 1-0 to Man City.
Okay, which one? 2-1. So Salu chose
1-0, 1-0,
2-1.
1-0,
1-0.
1-0.
Okay, City 1-0. Okay, Parth,
2-1 to City. Yeah.
City 2-1 as well. Mr. Raja, what are your predictions?
2-1 Everton. See, City are suffering with set pieces, and Everton are really good
Yeah,
at set pieces. I
Yeah.
think, I think there's a good chance they'll nick it.
Wow, logic in the house. Dr. Vivek says draw. Anyone else? Damien, Ainsley, anyone else in the stream? Anyone else watching the stream? Any other predictions? Do let us know. Next game we have is Forest versus Tottenham at Forest home.
ooh, it's a good game.
Forest
Hmm.
are winning, bro.
Yeah,
2-0.
Salu.
I'll say 2-0.
Salu.
I'm saying 3-1 Forest. Yeah.
Forest 3-1. Cool.
3-1.
Yes. Parth
3-2 Forest.
oof 3-2 Forest. By the Forest are in the top six. By the way.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story. We'll come to that if we still
Nuno
have
come
time.
back. Yeah.
Arush.
I'm saying 2-0 Forest.
Okay.
2-0.
Forest 2-0. Um, Mr. Raja, what is yours?
3-0 Spurs.
Oh my God.
Yes.
First
Damn.
They
0.
thrive in games like this. You'll see.
Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
when
Also
they're away.
because Spurs lost.
Also, ex-manager also.
Ooh,
Batsman.
Oh
Nuno, yeah,
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 I
yeah, yeah.
forgot.
The Damien is going for a draw. Dr. Vivek is saying Forest winning it. They have been the best counter-attacking team with pairs. Pairs. That is true. That is true as well.
And Manchester United as well.
yeah. United.
Um,
Oi.
Best counter-attacking team.
Next we have a London derby. Chelsea versus Fulham at Stamford Bridge. Salu, what are your prediction?
Uh, 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah.
Chelsea 2-1. You're not expecting anything from our B team? Iwobi,
No,
Smith.
it's a.
Smith Rowe have
It's
been
not
not
just a
firing.
London derby. First of all, it's
I'm
for
not even
Chelsea.
talking about
It's a
Smith Rowe,
proper
man. I
derby for
do not
Fulham.
even claim him
Mhm.
now. I'm not
Like
even
it's a
lying.
proper derby for Fulham. Like that's their biggest derby with Chelsea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bro,
Mhm.
City are seventh on the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll
so I
come to
think
that issue.
Fulham might nick it, but sorry,
Mm,
Fulham might score one, but I think
mm.
Chelsea has enough to beat the
Okay.
2-1 Chelsea.
Arush, what's your prediction?
I'm saying 2-2.
Oof. Draw 2-2. Mr. Parth.
2-1 Fulham.
Oh, crazy. Fulham
This
1-2.
game can go anyway, actually.
Now the prophecy. Raja.
I'll go for a 1-1. It's going to be a draw most probably. I think Chelsea are gonna struggle.
So far,
Let's
if
see.
I'm not wrong, whenever Raja said it's a draw, it has been a draw, right? Or that team lost. I think last
Yeah.
week I don't know who he predicted would be a draw. Oh yeah, he. I think it was only Aarush who predicted that that United will win 3-1.
No,
No,
it
sorry,
was
2-1.
me. It was me.
That's the only part. No, did you say Aarush or
Uh,
did you say Parth?
you said
You
Arush.
said me.
Okay,
Which
Parth was one who predicted properly. It was 2-1 United.
which
I didn't
one?
expect.
It's
The
United
City
Manchester
one.
derby,
Manchester derby.
derby,
Yeah.
derby.
Yo, I said City. United will win. I said
Yeah,
the
the
same.
score line. Parth got the
It,
score line
Parth is
correct.
absolutely accurate, like 2-1.
I,
Yeah,
Then we have Dr. Vivek in the chat saying Smith Rowe. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah,
it'll be
if,
we
amazing.
would love
if
that,
Smith
bro.
Rowe,
Yeah, we
yeah,
would love that.
definitely,
That would be
definitely.
awesome.
I mean, it's been a while
Every
since Smith Rowe scored. He's there in my FPL as well, so I know the struggles of
Yes,
Smith
I've
Rowe.
been thinking up the gaff, man. I'm not even lying.
He goes with a 2-1. Uh, I'm assuming Fulham win. Next one we have is uh, Wolves versus Manchester United at Wolves home.
Ooh. I
Wolves are
think
winning, bro. You saw
I can.
the game that they pulled up with the new manager. It was actually
Yeah,
crazy, the attacking routines that they
Mm-hmm.
had. So I
I
Hey,
think
think. I
Dr.
think.
Vivek,
it's a
Dr. Vivek is kind of correct
easy
here.
win.
Smith Rowe always turns up against Chelsea. That is very true.
He
And that was the
owned.
game that brought him into the Premier League, so surely.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I think.
back to the Wolves United. Salu, what's your predictions?
Uh, I think 2-1 New Wolves. Yeah,
Wolves
One.
2-1.
yeah.
Arush
3-2 Wolves, bro.
3-2.
New
So new
manager
manager
bounces
bounce.
there for
A new
once.
manager bounce. Leicester, they absolutely annihilated. Raja?
3-0 Wolves. Amarim ball supreme.
Yeah,
What did you say?
Amarim
Three
ball
nil
supreme.
Wolves.
Supreme
3-0
Amarim
Wolves.
ball. 3-0 to
My
Wolves.
my God, Arush.
No, Parth, Parth.
I
I said
I
Par,
3-1
par.
Wolves. 3-1 Wolves.
So nobody is saying United has a chance to win.
United is not
why do we
good.
have to say, bro? What is it going to give us? Is it going
That
to
is
give
true.
United
us
That
is
is
anything?
not
true.
good.
It's not going to give us anything.
No, I
It's a
Mm-hmm.
genuinely
loss.
think Wolves at home it's a difficult fixture anyways. And it's like even if they're not good, but now they have new manager, they have good squad. Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Arsenal match. It's surprisingly at 12:15 p.m., which is very good for me. I can wake up easily, peacefully. 3:15 p.m. for Sallu. Morning 2 o'clock for you guys.
Yep, it's 1:45 a.m. It's
They're
Ipswich,
also
right?
Ipswich, right?
I'm going to be
I
awake
can,
that day anyways. Bro.
okay, well, this time we'll go with Raja because he's very, for some reason, very good at predicting Arsenal games. Yeah, Raja, what's your prediction? Oh, by the way, before I go with predictions,
Mm.
you I hope my parents are not watching. Yeah, you idiot said Everton, we're going to analyze, bro. 4-1, 4-0, 3-0, 2-0. My foot,
We
my
could have
foot happened.
if we scored early.
My foot,
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate. We cannot be right all the
It's
time.
one of those days, bro.
my foot. Oh, by the way, what has the chat said regarding the Wolves versus United game? Any predictions, guys? If you're still there, do let us know. Yeah, Arsenal game. We'll start with Raja. What are your predictions?
It's at Ipswich, right?
No,
Yeah,
No, no,
it's
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 at
it's
Emirates.
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 Arsenal.
Emirates, then
Yeah, yeah.
it's 3-1. 3-1.
So
Arsenal.
nobody's saying clean sheet. Good. 3-1. Arush?
I'm saying 4-1. 4 or
Oh, which
5-1.
what? Ipswich or Arsenal?
Arsenal, bro. Why is Ipswich going to score 4 against us, bro?
No, I don't know, sir. We all thought 4-0 Arsenal against Everton. Nothing happened. Nobody scored.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You said which one? 4-1 or 3? Wait, 4-0 or
5.
3-0? Which?
5.
Oh, 5-5-5. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, Parth.
It's
Can I
happening.
refrain from making predictions?
No, you please.
uh, okay, 3-1, 3-1 Arsenal. It would be a game
Arsenal.
without Saka, right? So I want to see things,
Okay.
please.
Salu?
2-0 Arsenal.
Arsenal 2-0. You see, 2-0 sounds more
Same.
realistic for me. But
Same.
but okay. Yeah, Dr. Vivek says that the United Wolves game will be a draw. What are your predictions for the Arsenal match, by the way, guys? Do let us know in the comment section. I have okay.
Jesus, he's gonna win us the UCL.
Or the league this season. If
This
this
is
I
the
happens,
kind of this
if
is the kind
I
of
Jesus's
think we should
form
PK
discuss
match.
it.
goes if Jesus's form goes apart from just Christmas Day, then he's gonna win it, bro.
mm-hmm.
If it's pre
UCL or
being
league?
resurrected,
Which
then
one
he's
do
fine.
you prefer? If you
If
had to
it's
win one this
after
season,
League.
I don't know if you
league,
guys can see it, but okay. Damn it, everything's gone.
No, we can't.
I'm not even showing it. Uh yeah, those are the predictions. I will make sure that this is counted for our Friday stream, don't worry. This time it has been very chaotic, so that's why even I have not
why the
been able to
Friday
do
stream
anything.
Arsenal wouldn't have been playing, no?
They would. Oh yeah,
No,
Friday stream Arsenal won't be playing.
Friday
Hmm,
night Arsenal play.
that's true. That is true.
So
wow.
should
but
we have a stream that too?
Hmm. Anyways,
you
like
guys didn't
Saturday and Sunday.
answer. UCL or league? If you had to win one, which one this season?
League, bro.
Mhm.
League easily.
League.
League.
To keep Arteta, then UCL. To win something, then league.
Oh, oh, oh.
Not in my perspective, not
Raja,
in the
what about you?
perspective of what would go on.
If you had to win one, UCL or league this season?
Nico Williams will say.
This season, I'd say league as well, but I think more realistic is UCL. We'll see.
I honestly I would say UCL because
Hmm.
I think as a club that will complete our trophy all finally. Like the only trophy we have never won, UCL.
Hmm.
And if
Oh,
Arteta becomes the first ever manager for Arsenal to win UCL, what's more
Yeah.
bigger thing for him?
yeah.
And to
It'll
win
be
first ever club to win it in the new format would be awesome. Yeah.
true. True. It'll be nice trivia questions for the future as well. Who's the first?
I like
Us.
how I
And
like
Hmm.
how one
I'm
question.
honestly I'm just sick of that chant. You'll never win it. You'll never be champions of Europe. I'm sick of that chant. Every freaking Nottingham Forest comes to our stadium and sings that.
Hmm.
They won it like 40, 50 years ago.
I
Villa
like
sing
Yeah,
I
it.
Rishi.
like how one I like how one comment from Dr. Vivek started this.
He continues to say, I don't care about anyone's view. Arteta is one of the best managers in the world right now. It will be Premier League or UCL
Easily.
this
Yeah.
year.
You know
Hopefully at least one.
the thing is,
Yeah.
us being Arsenal fans and having seen Arteta's journey, we know where he lacks. But what we fail to appreciate is how good a manager he is. I'm not even
Hmm.
lying.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
We slander him for the sake of slandering him. But when you look at the bigger picture, I've said this a lot of times. Arsenal can play any style in the league, and
Yeah.
no other team can play it at the level we can play at. I'm
Yeah.
Hmm.
not even
I
Hmm.
lying.
agree.
Just a trophy. We are just a trophy away from saying things people won't like.
Hmm. And also, like, here's the thing, right? For almost like 2 seasons or 2.5 seasons, we've been saying this. A trophy is what is going to keep many people away and all. We need to deliver at this point. Like I
Yeah.
honestly didn't expect these many injuries to affect us this season. And I think hands down, we are one of the most competing teams, competitive teams in the league and in Europe to win
in the
something
world.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
for
world.
sure. But with the number of injuries that we keep getting, it's not like in one go all these injuries and then after that nothing. It's like one person gets injured. That the philosophy that's been going on Twitter, one in, one out. Jesus scoring means Saka gets injured for like 4 to 6 weeks, like that, right? So that's been the case. And also, a reliable source on Twitter, thanks to Raja, he put out on the group chat saying by Dr. Rajpal Brar, he said that he at least expects a 4 to 6 weeks. Uh, Saka will probably miss 4 to 6 weeks on a minimum, not maximum, 4 to 6 weeks on a minimum. So we could expect him to be probably be there by February end at least. Else we do not know. Probably March, probably the
I
run in.
mean,
We all thought Timber would be there for the run in last season. Probably Saka would be there this season
I'm
during
sure
the run.
yes,
We
yeah,
never
I'm
know.
Tinder.
I think
Yeah.
that's not
I'm
bad,
not.
actually.
I'm not even. You know,
Mm,
it's actually not all doom and gloom with Saka
Hmm.
being out. You know, the fact remains that we
mm,
cannot fill the void that Saka's left.
mm,
But I think we've got a team that is good enough to still win games. I mean, we are
Yeah,
not a
mm,
I agree.
one-player team. We are not a
mm,
one-player team.
And I think we have
mm,
a favorable run till he comes back. Like we don't have very
mm,
many tough fixtures. I think we have the Derby in
mm.
January without him, but
No,
Yeah, Jan,
our January
United,
is
it's
pretty packed.
United and then Spurs. It's
Our January
United.
is pretty packed.
Then
Yeah.
Spurs.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
But
start off with Brentford, then we play difficult games. I'm telling you, we're playing
When
Brentford
when
away.
are the
We're,
when are the
Brent,
knockout games in the Champions League?
I think
okay,
March,
done.
Feb it will start. I think.
Feb probably will start.
Yeah.
Our last
He'll be
Champions League
back.
game
He'll be back.
is
Don't worry.
our last Champions League game is in. Wait, where's our last
Jan
Champions League
ending.
game?
January starting is the
January
first.
29th. January
Yeah.
29th. So
Yeah.
probably like
Okay.
Feb mid or something, our knockout things will start.
No, no,
Uh,
Feb
no.
mid. Then that time those
That will
knockouts
be
will
the
start.
other knockouts. I
Mm,
Yes,
don't
so
I hope we won't be there right now.
No,
mm.
no, no way. You just
The
need a
one
win
thing.
against Dinamo
We need
Zagreb,
to win
man.
one only, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
yeah,
mm.
we need to win one.
Dr. Vivek's comment, and also I've seen it after the Everton game. Arsenal has only one negative thing right now, and it's the guys from AFTV. See what is happening to Barca, and they've been targeted like Arsenal were targeted for a draw. George Graham was right.
That's what
True.
I
Yeah.
said. I
Mm-hmm.
messaged to Suchi. There's been so much discourse. We haven't lost a game in 10 games. Actually,
Mm, mm,
we
I'm
have
not.
only.
Yeah, I'm not even lying. The way Arsenal is being talked about right now, you'd believe
mm.
that we are the one who have City's form.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And
like,
I
Arteta
think we
mm,
legend got
can.
quotes for saying Arteta made a statement that we deserve to win the last 6 games we played. And
mm,
people were like, yeah, deserve to win no meter. Arteta is being deluded. And I was like, we actually won 4 out of the 6. Please.
Yeah,
uh-huh,
Yeah. What wrong has he said? And the
mm,
two
yeah,
games
mm,
we drew were Fulham and Everton.
mm,
and we deserve to win both of them. Like if
Yep.
you watch the
yeah,
game,
And I was
yeah.
like, what wrong is he saying?
mm, mm,
That's what it's like. I think the Arsenal fans they don't think in long term. Even in the season, the season's
mm.
basically still in the midpoint. It's not yet
Yeah.
even reached
True,
the run in.
true.
Declan Rice made a good point. You have to be around 3-4 points of the first place when the run in
Mm,
starts, and
mm.
every team who is in 3-4 points range is in having a shout. So
Easily.
you need to wait.
Last season, Liverpool capitulated, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were much more closer ahead than us
Mm,
when
Like
they came
three
to the
points
Emirates.
ahead of us and finished 7 points behind.
Yeah,
mm.
it's still there's early doors and there's time.
Bottlers.
And
Mm.
No,
I am guilty of being reactionary. You know, when we drew against Everton, I was
Oh,
like,
no
yeah, it's
shit.
done.
No shit,
Yeah.
Sherlock.
no, Everton was a horrible result. Like
I
not the
swear.
result,
Parth
not
was
the
like it's the
performance,
end
but
of
the
life,
result
bro,
was.
after that game.
Yeah, I actually acted like that. And then I was like,
Mm,
no. I mean,
okay.
yeah, it's bad, but
Mm.
it's not that bad.
I got about like 5 more minutes left before I go for part time. This is a nice point
Yeah.
from Dr. Vivek, and I think many people, even on Twitter, have been saying this thing as well. In my opinion, Martinelli is better at right wing than at left wing, and I predict Sterling turning it on in Saka's absence. He was brilliant at times versus
Palace.
Crystal Palace midweek. He
Yeah, he
was?
played. Yeah, he
Do,
started the
do
game.
not get me started on the Sterling miss against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup.
Could
I
have
get
given
the first
Tierney the
one.
assist, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get him shooting and then the keeper saving, but then the rebound, my God, he hit the crossbar from there. Bro, how did he hit the crossbar from there? From there. But yeah, I
He's
think Martelli on the right is nice. We'll see more of this. Arush, isn't it? Yeah, unlike Raja and Parth, I think we still see the vision for Martinelli at Arsenal.
I'm on the fence with Martinelli, but I rate him. But yeah,
Mhm.
I want to see more.
Right,
Now,
right.
what he did at right wing was brilliant. It
Mm,
just suits his game more. He gets to run and deliver crosses with his right foot, and you could see the difference in how the crosses were delivered when he
mm,
plays on the left and when he plays on the right.
mm,
On the
mm,
left, I have not seen that guy deliver one half decent cross,
Yeah,
let alone a good cross.
agree.
mm,
And at right wing, it was almost every time on the
Head.
attacker's head. I was
Yeah.
like,
mm.
what's happened to this guy, man?
Yeah,
Doginelli
Raja.
back at the front. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doginelli, kick and run merchant. Yes.
I do not
He'll
mind that
thrive.
one
No,
bit.
that's his
I do
game.
not mind that one bit.
Doggy
Yeah,
Nelly.
that's his game.
see,
Yeah. Doginelli.
as long as I'm the host of this stream, right, I will always prop Martinelli no matter what. He might
Honestly,
he might have
he,
one
he
good
needs to
pass
play
for
more
the entire game.
centrally. That's the thing. Like how Aru said, he needs to be near the center backs rather than being out wide.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's where he
Any
thrives.
final words from the chat or from you guys before we end the stream?
Merry
I
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry
Mine,
Christmas, guys. Yeah. Uh-huh.
mine is why are you like this, Tottenham? I've already written it here.
It's
But
the
But
that's
we
fine.
history
love
of the
Tottenham.
club.
We love Tottenham. Honestly, there's a derby with Tottenham, but there's like a small brother. Like you can't hate them. Like I
like
can't like pure hate Tottenham. Like I kind
I
of
do
enjoy
not
them.
even care about Tottenham as our rivals, man. I mean,
Yeah,
the team I hate the most, it's United. Tottenham doesn't
yeah,
even
I
come
agree.
close. I'm
Hmm.
like,
I've said
okay,
Hmm.
this
man,
so
you
many
just
times to Sushil.
exist.
I only team I hate is United. Like if
United,
United
yeah,
loses, I love it. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
If Spurs win, I don't mind. Like okay, they won.
good,
I think
good,
with people who live in London, I think Tottenham and versus Arsenal is a big rivalry. But
yeah.
for
Yeah,
us international fans, I
When
feel
you
it's
know
more
your
United
rivals
and
are shit, you
Chelsea.
don't
I
have to
hate
care
them so
care
much.
Hmm.
anything.
True, true.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Agree. And
exactly.
also, like what Arush said, when you know the rivals are shit, it's not much of an issue.
No,
Like, see, we spend all our time on the internet. So for us, United
bro.
fans are everywhere.
Even when they were good in a two-horse race, they finished behind us. Even when they were
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Well.
Tottenham's just cute, man. Tottenham's
yeah,
cute.
exactly. That's what I feel about. They're just
Hmm,
cute.
hmm, hmm. What Arush said. Yes. Merry Christmas to you guys too, and a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Dr. Vivek,
Merry
remember?
Christmas, everyone.
1 out of 4. Trent's tweet.
That was the funniest tweet of all time.
It's oh my God, that's true. One more chat from Damien. At the moment, I hate City and Newcastle.
Ooh.
Okay. I mean, I get the Newcastle hate, to be very honest. To be very honest, I get the Newcastle thing because they've been an issue since their new regiment. I agree. I completely agree. Like, yeah, but City thing, it's more like when we are playing against them, I hate them. But other than that, it's just like,
Yeah, they're
I,
irrelevant
Yeah.
actually for a big team that wins so much.
I
Like
would
Mhm.
not have I would not have cared about City if we weren't in a title race with them. As simple as that.
like
Yeah.
Uh,
it's as Parth said, like if City, other than City, any of the big three like Liverpool, us or
mm,
United had the run they were, it would be
mm,
like end of the world. Like basically the
Yeah.
media would be like killing them.
mm,
Like
mm,
it's like big, but City, so like yeah, it's City. So it's like yeah,
mm,
they're
Uh,
losing, it's okay.
Pep's allowed to have losses. I mean, okay.
mm. Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. That's it from our stream today. It was supposed to be on Friday, but you saw the half-naked man that was making appearance. Well, it was his birthday on Friday, so that is why we had to shift the stream from that day to today. Thank you so much for all the people who have tuned in. One last chat. I don't like Stokes. My best friend is a United fan. Yeah, we all have a best friend who's a United fan, and
Yeah,
I feel for
I
him
have
as an Arsenal fan. Yeah, media kills United as well, except Sky Sports. It's good. They deserve it. They're shit. Uh, okay. Other than that, uh, yeah, we'll see you soon after Christmas. To everyone who's enjoying your break, Merry Christmas to everyone. We'll see you before the New Year. So till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're in the world. Bye bye.
Peace.